Check, 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 check. 1, 2. Check, check, check. Mic check, test. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Check, 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 check.
Hello. Check. Hello. Test, test, test. Happy Groundhog Day.
Yes. Okay.
The following is a presentation of the Ad Astra Sports Network, leading the way in regional sports coverage. From the Allen Samuels broadcast booth, your home for the Buhler Crusaders is 95.9 HKFM. Find exclusive stories highlighting Crusader athletics at adastraradio.com and on the Ad Astra radio app. 95.9 HKFM. The Buhler Crusaders play here.
Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine in Hutchinson, Kansas. We take pride in supporting our community and our student athletes. Hi, I'm the General Manager, Don Glassby. We want to wish our area teams a fun and memorable season. A great person once said, victory is in the quality of competition and not the final score. Visit online AllenSamuelsHutch.com and follow us on Facebook for weekly giveaways and special events. And as Mr. Samuels always says,
come by, let's be friends.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, a pleasant good evening, everybody, on this final Friday of January. We return to regular season action tonight. Crusader basketball set for a doubleheader from Hesston. It's Buhler and Hesston coming up here on KWHK Hutchinson. Hi, and welcome inside the Midway Motors Drive to the game. Aaron West alongside Chris Shank. Here at Swather Gym, our Lady Crusaders come in at 9-2, 6th ranked in 4A, and for the second time since joining the SIT tournament. They come off a second place finish last week at Salina, falling to a very talented Andover team, 61-59. 46. It was a huge tournament for Natalia Krafels. 66 points, including 16 in the championship game. Her and Gracie Ord named to the all-tournament team, and these seniors leading the way, and a 9-2 record, best record they've had in quite a while. Ranked in the top 10 in 4A. A lot of positive things happening for this team, and huge opportunity to take on a big opponent tonight in Hesston. The Swathers ranked number 1 in 3A.
Yeah, the Crusaders coming off of playing the third-ranked team in Class 5A girls in Andover in the championship game of the SIT on Saturday. And they get to rest a few days and then get to take on the number 1 ranked team in the class below us. So back-to-back tough opponents for the Crusaders. But like you mentioned, Aaron, we've got a special group of senior girls that are really leading the way, and and they're playing their way into setting themselves up for success come sub-state.
Yeah, huge opportunity ahead over the next month to position them well. They have the second best record right now coming into tonight in the western half of 4A. Our guys finished 7th at the tournament last week, now 4-7 on the season. A tough 58-51 win in the 7th place game over Wamego, and it's kind of been the tale of two seasons for our guys. There have been some games where they've come out and really struggled to put pieces together and find energy and all those things, but then there have been other games where they've come out focused and determined, and it's always going to be a grinder with our guys, but I think every time on the floor, obviously an opportunity for them to get better. They're finally healthy.
Yeah.
So that's something that most of the year that they haven't been able to say.
Yeah, getting Jacob Miller back after missing some of the early games is huge for this team. And for the boys, the fact they're sitting 4-7, they still got the chance to try to, if you can grind your way to around that 500 mark, that can be the big difference seeding-wise for sub-state. So hopefully the boys can keep chipping away and just getting a little bit better and try to set themselves up, because it goes, if you go into sub-state with just 4 or 5 wins, you're going to get a pretty tough draw right out the bat. If you can get it up to 500-ish, you're going to get a lot better, makeable, winnable game.
Absolutely. We want to avoid going to McPherson. That's what we want.
Yeah,
yes. Well, coverage of Crusader basketball this season brought to you in part by Hutchinson Family Dental, by Crop Lumber, by Rise Up Reno Prevention Network, and by Hutch Towing and Recovery. Our Midway Motors drive to the game. We'll have more coming up from Hesston after this on HKFM.
You're on the Midway Motors Drive to the Game. Streaming online at adastraradio.com and on the Ad Astra Radio app. 95.9 HKFM. The Buhler Crusaders play here.
From their beginnings in 1989, WIFCO Steel Products has grown to be the premier supplier of storage tank hardware in the U.S. and Canada, and they're still growing. Apply today at WIFCOSP.com. WIFCO Steel Products, the experts in steel fabrication.
Getting ready to mow? Hi, this is Janet Dick inviting you to stop by our locally owned Dick's Phillips 66. At Dick's, we offer the non-alcohol premium fuel your mowers and trimmers prefer, grab-and-go food options, and friendly service. Every journey begins with a stop at Dick's Phillips 66, 4th and Stevens in Hutch.
I'm Jared. Since 1948, we at Krupp Lumber in Hesston have been helping customers choose the perfect lumber, find the right tools, and improve homes every step of the way. We offer a wide selection of top-quality windows and doors like Marvin and Anderson and R.D. Henry & Company cabinets to make your home stand the test of time. Not only do we offer paints and lawn and garden supplies, but we can build floor and roof trusses in-house and can help you design your own. Ask about our in-state delivery. Krupp Lumber. Service is our specialty.
Chances are you have a friend, neighbor, or family member that has been a victim of a financial scam. Hi, this is Misty, VP of Operations with Prairie Bank of Kansas. At Prairie Bank, we know how ruthless scammers can be. That's why we have local fraud prevention experts on staff devoted to keeping you and your money safe. Stop by and see us at our Stafford, Buhler, Inman, or Hutchinson branches today, or check out prairiebankks.com. Member FDIC, Prairie Bank of Kansas, how banking should be.
Parking lots and driveways can be expensive to install. This is Derek Fees. Let APAC Kansas Shears Division help you properly maintain these investments. Patching, crack filling, sealing, and striping are just some of the services we provide. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112.
We're making more than just sweets at the Bakery House and Catering Company. Boxed lunches for local businesses, full-service catering for banquets and weddings, and freezer meals for family dinner. Come see us at the Bakery House, just 1 block east of 30th and Plum in Hutchinson.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back to our Midway Motors drive to the game tonight. Hesston building game plan. Get your game plan for new construction and 51-40. Brugan, the Missouri has 20 in that game, and Jason finished with 10. 9-2 Division 3 of the ABC, and coming off the championship Andover 19. Biggest difference in that for the thing that I think will really stand out tonight with the turnovers. You look at against Andover stats, really easy turnovers. Buhler had 24 turnovers in that game. On Saturday. Andover turned that 24 points off turnovers. So one most important thing, you've got to take care of the basketball.
Yep, valuing possessions, because so many times too, you can know how it goes. In basketball, turnovers tend to happen between the rings. So a lot of times it leads to fast breaks and runouts. And you can be really good at defending in the half court, but if you're giving up those points on runouts, that kind of negates your progress in the half court.
And so much of talking about the tradition of a Hesston team, and they've been so successful. You look at Coach Richardson's team, 16 straight seasons with 15 or more wins. That doesn't happen by accident. It's because of the system and the way these kids prepare, and they're really good at doing the little things. And so every mistake you make, they're going to magnify.
Yeah, this is a basketball town. You know, they've hosted a summer league here for many years, and so I mean, yeah, the girls that they're trotting out on the floor tonight, they are very experienced and you know, just have a lot of court smarts as well.
Yeah, Kendall Brugan, the 5'10" senior who mentioned she's off to Missouri State. Abby Proctor is signed to play in Hillsborough with Tabor next year. They can score up and down the lineup. And so you're going to have to defend well. And on the other end, we talked about taking care of the basketball, getting quality shots, limiting what Hesston wants to do in transition. This has been a tough place for our kids to play. Going back to 2015, our girls are 8-0 or 0-8 against these Swathers. So
yeah, we were talking about it earlier today, Aaron. You know, the fact that even the most recent year when both Buhler teams, boys and girls, made it to the 4A state tournament, we came over here to Hesston and both squads lost. And it's, you know, a lot of it has to do with just this is a place that is a basketball town. And yeah, so it'll be one of those nights that, you know, but I think a thing that's going to give the girls some confidence coming into tonight, the fact that they played so well against Andover, because that was a game in that championship that a lot of people didn't give us much of a chance. And keeping it as close as we did, that says a lot about this group of young ladies.
Well, they won't see any better ball pressure the rest of this year than they saw against Andover. And so hopefully, you know, it's hard to practice that, but hopefully just getting that game experience against a really, really good defensive team will help them.
No doubt.
They'll see another one tonight. So,
no doubt. Yep.
A lot of the same things that Coach Richardson will try to do with the ball pressure and getting easy buckets in transition. Buhler's going to have to take care of the ball. And it all starts with those seniors in that starting five. Maybe they can reverse that 0-8 tonight, break that streak going back to 2015. Buhler and Hesston coming up on this Friday night from Swather Gym. We'll be back with the starting lineups and the opening tip next on HKFM.
The Midway Motors Drive to the Game continues after this. Midway Motors in McPherson, Newton, Hutchinson, and Hillsborough for every mile of life. The Buhler Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
Hungry? Hesston Bakery and Cafe welcomes you for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and everything in between. They have an assortment of sandwiches, salads, soups, baked goods, specialty coffees, and desserts. Open 7 days a week, located in Hesston. It's a convenient, comfortable space to meet friends and family. Ask about the catering options, too. Find them online at HesstonBakeryandCafe.com to view the menu or order online.
Done with punching the clock? Long hours away from home or constant work travel? Do you have 15 or more acres. Find freedom by joining America's #1 free-range egg brand, Happy Egg. Happy Egg is looking for growers to raise happy hens. Happy Egg offers startup and new flock cost support and yield-based compensation. Add some happy to your life. Work from home. Work for yourself. Feed America. Visit happyeggfarms.com today for more information.
Your world is changing, and so is ours. Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Kennison with McPherson Dental Care. We are proud to announce that we are now offering the latest in technology in dentistry with Yomi Robotics to assist in placing implants. With this technology, it enables us to have better precision, smaller incisions, and helps us make implants less invasive. We are the only dental offices in the Midwest to offer Yomi Robotics. That's McPherson Dental Care, serving the communities in Inman, Buhler, Hillsborough, Lyons, and McPherson.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Devin. Together, we are Stomatic of Central Kansas, with a new location at 209 North Main in downtown McPherson. We are here to help, offering water, fire, and smoke restoration, mold remediation, carpet and upholstery cleaning, as well as hard surfaces like tile, and even grout cleaning. Don't forget about places you can't see, like your and dryer bit. Find us on Facebook or online at stomaticofcentralks.com for a free estimate to see how Stomatic of Central Kansas can help.
Oh, and honey, don't forget.
Call Stomatic, you'll be ecstatic.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back here in high school as we get set for Lady Crusader basketball here at HKFM. Look at our Heartland Wealth Strategy starting lineups. Discover your financial potential. Contact Monty Cross at 620-888-6485. The Hesston Lady Swathers come in at 10-0, 3-0 in the CKL, ranked #1 in Class 3A. Matt Richardson took over as head coach 19 years ago when Brennan Torgerson left for Buhler, and he's been here ever since. He's got a couple of state championships in his pocket. Got to coach his daughters to a state title a number of years ago. And, of course, they finished runner-up last season to Silver Lake at the 3A championships in Hutchinson. Let's pause for tonight's national anthem. And tonight's starting lineups for Hesston, a 5'10 senior, #3, Kendall Brugan. She had 26 points in the Trojan Classic Championship game against Mound Ridge, 42 points in the tournament, and signed to play at Missouri State next year. A 5'3 junior, #5, Callie Yoder. A 5'8 senior, #20, Casey Mason. A 5'7 senior, #21, Avery Crable. And a 5'6 senior, #35, Ava McGill. Again, Brugan, Yoder, Mason, Crable, and McGill for Hesston. For Coach John Darrow's Buhler Crusaders, his second season at 9-2 on the year. At forward, a 5'9 senior, #13, Natalia Crafels. She made the SIT All-Tournament team. 66 points. Good for third all-time at the SIT and averaging 17 a game to go along with 6 rebounds. A 5'9 senior, #14, Sammy Brooks, averaging 4 points, 3 boards. At guard, a 5'6 senior, #15, Claudia Taylor. At guard, a 5'8 senior, '22, Charlie Baxter, averaging 6 points, 5 rebounds a game. And at guard, a 5'8 senior, #32, Gracie Ord. She also made the SIT All-Tournament team, averaging 10 points a game. Crafels, Brooks, Taylor, Baxter, and Ord for Buhler. They will be in their road black uniforms tonight, trimmed in maroon with the white lettering. It'll be the home whites trimmed in red with red lettering for Hesston, just like tonight's teams. Idina Cleaners can help you look like a winner. It's where to take your clothes. Buhler healthy, other than we'll see Ella Voss still wearing that face guard. Hesston's had a little bit of the injury bug too, as Abby Proctor missed 5 weeks. One of their leading scorers, a senior, back last week with limited minutes. She had 26 points in the 3A title game last year, so they've been slowly easing her back in. We'll see how much Abby plays tonight. Anytime there are injuries this year, our injury reports brought to you by Pile Law. If you've been injured at work or in a motor vehicle accident, call Pile Law 241-9000. Here in the West, Chris Shank joined by statistician Andrew Epp here from Swather Gym at Hesston as we get set for the opening tip. Crusader basketball on KWHK Hutchinson, and Buhler will control from right to left. Inside early, Brooks with a pull-up off the front iron missed. Kendall Brugan with a rebound for Hesston. Swathers the other way, left to right. Out on the far side circle, here's Brugan on a drive. She gets to the free throw line a ton, Christopher, and keeping her out of the lane is going to be very key.
Yeah, you can see why she gets to the lane so well, athletic and so quick with the ball in her hands.
Foul on the floor called on Sammy Brooks. It'll be Sammy's first, team foul number 1. Hesston to play it in on the baseline. 7:46 to play, opening quarter and no score. Out front with it, this is Callie Yoder on a drive. Kicks Brugan far side circle. Brugan, one of those difference players that just plays at a different level than most everybody else. Ava McGill, they try to feed it in, and a steal, Charlie Baxter.
First turnover of the game committed by Hesston.
Get it away, or the other way, 3, left side missed. Rebound Hesston. And Yoder up the floor, left to right, far side circle, McGill. Hesston really not a huge three-point shooting team, although Brugan will take one here, missed back iron. They really want to get the ball inside. Ball rebounded by Claudia Taylor, up the floor to Baxter. Here comes Charlie right inside, and wave off the bucket. Turnover on the Crusaders.
Yeah, Charlie had a wide open lane to the bucket that time, and I don't know if they called a moving screen or what was
they call a foul on the other side of the floor from the ball on. Do they call it on Charlie?
Wow.
How did Charlie?
There was nobody even by her, but.
Okay, well, she had the ball. But a foul and a turnover. We're going back the other way. Still 0-0. 2 early fouls on the Crusaders. Here's Ava McGill, cut off right baseline by Claudia Taylor. Buhler here in a man-to-man. Out front with it. Here's Proctor, far side Yoder. Now off to KC McGill. McGill dribbling with the right hand. They switch the screen to Brugan. Pull up free throw line, missed. Rebound in that lane, pulled down by Proctor, knocked loose. Brugan picked it up. Ball deflected out of bounds, and last touch by the Crusaders.
Yeah, one of the things Crusaders have got to do is limit those offensive rebounds, because if Hesston's going to get multiple looks at the bucket, it's not a good sign.
Both teams slow start shooting here. It's like they've had a week off.
Yeah. Yeah, we're almost 2 minutes deep, and nobody's put a point on the board yet.
Well, Hesston will play it in their half court. 2 early fouls on the Crusaders, one on Brooks, one on Baxter. And Nia Sewell is going to check into the Buhler lineup. Sammy Brooks will go out. Sewell, the 5'5 junior. 6 points in last Saturday's championship game. Hesston will play it out high. This is Callie Yoder with the right-handed dribble, right side circle against Gracie Orr. They feed it out front to Mason. Inside, ball rejected, loose on the floor, picked up by Hesston. And score it inside for Abby Proctor. And the 0-0 tie is broken. Hesston leads 2-0, 5:56 to play in the first. The other way, pass poked away. Baxter saves it to Natty. Crafels, she'll be tied up. And the ball is going to go to Hesston on the arrow. So the Crusaders with turnovers on back-to-back possessions here and trailing 2-0.
Makes a little bit more sense. They moved the foul that they initially had signaled to being on Charlie over to Sammy Brooks. That's why she checked out of the game.
Well, that makes a ton of sense, because there's no way Charlie Baxter fouled anybody. There's a 3 by Brugan, left side, missed. Another offensive board by Hesston. Back out to Bruggen. She drives baseline and then throws the ball away. Tried to feed it back to the top of the key. Nobody there. Ball goes out of bounds, and Buhler will have it back. Each team with a pair of turnovers in the early going. Jaden Williams, a 5'4" sophomore. And J.C. Proctor, 6'1" freshman, will check into the Hesston lineup here. Here's Natty in the mid lane. Shot up, missed, but a foul. That'll put Crafels at the line for 2.
Good job by Crafels getting position inside and getting to the rim.
So Natty to the line, chance to get Buhler on the scoreboard here with 5:23 to play in the first and a 2-0 score. Crafels on the year shooting 69%. First free throw is good. Natty had a career high 26 points in the opening round of the SIT last Thursday against Abilene. 66 points for the tournament. And she makes both free throws and ties the game at 2. So 5:21 to go in the first. Free throws and we're all even. Hesston left to right. Far side circle is Williams. Inside, shot up, shot short. Rebound to Hesston. That's a number of offensive boards falling out of bounds. Proctor is able to save it in the lane to Bruggen. Turnaround over Baxter. Missed. Another rebound. Put back, and it's banked in.
That was just relentless effort by Kendall Bruggen inside, getting the offensive board and the stick back.
Well, they've got to limit those second and third opportunities. Now they call Nia Schul for carrying the basketball and a third Buhler turnover. Ella Voss is going to check into the Buhler lineup. She probably had her best 3-game stretch in the SIT. Was just relentless defensively. She had 11 points, a career high in that Abilene game back last Thursday. Hesston up 4-2. Here's Bruggen on a drive. Kicks right side circle to Abby Proctor. Buhler stays in there man-to-man defensively. Out front is J.C. Proctor, the freshman. Now way up top near the timeline, Yoder. Right side to Bruggen. No shot clock in this game. Inside, turnaround is missed. Proctor couldn't get it to fall. Rebound, Natalia Crafels.
Good defensive board there by Crafels. They limited Hesston to a one-shot possession there.
There's Nia, left side circle. In the mid lane, turnaround by Natalia. Missed. Rebound, Buhler. Offensive board for the Crusaders. They'll reset. Voss in the corner. Tough pass, deflected and stolen away. And Hesston the other way, leading 4-2. Here comes Bruggen right inside. Shot short. Rebound, Gracie Ord. Ord ahead. Crafels deflected and another steal.
Fourth turnover for the Lady Crusaders.
Slow start, right side 3. That's in and out, no good. Missed by Callie Yoder. Put back is good for Proctor. She's got 4 early points, and it's 6-2.
Proctor's done a really nice job of boxing out and getting position for those boards.
Guys, that's 5 offensive rebounds for Hesston so far.
Well, that combined with the turnovers here in the early going. Natty needs help. Caught in the middle of the lane around 3 Hesston defenders, and she's going to be called for a 3-second violation. And so Buhler turns it over yet again. I believe we talked about that in the pregame.
Yep, 5th turnover for Buhler.
Coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM brought to you in part by Stamatic of Central Kansas, by I Need a Cleaners, by Rex Redinger, the Redinger Agency, and by Holly Sweet Treats. And Hesston's going to turn it over here. Offensive foul charged to J.C. Proctor.
Yeah, the pass was a little errant, and Proctor just trying to fight for position. Hooked arms with Crafels.
Chance to get it back to a 1-possession game here. 6-2, 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Ella's got it off the bounce, right side circle to Nia. They really need to get the ball swinging side to side here. Here's Gracie on a 3, right side, missed, back iron. Rebound Hesston. Swather's up 6-2 the other way, shot inside, shot missed. Rebound and a tie-up, and the arrow to the Crusaders. Well, they're so good at crashing the glass
Number 20, Casey Mason.
Yeah, it is an absolute dogfight in that lane for the rebounds this evening.
Claudia Taylor's going to return to the Buhler lineup here, so it's Taylor, Voss, Baxter, Ord, and Sewell. Coach Darrow elects to go with a 5-guard lineup.
Buhler looking for their first field goal of the evening.
Ella's got it, left side circle. Tough pass. Boy, those passing lanes close so quickly. And yet another turnover. Out to a 3. Bruggen missed. She chases down her own rebound. Beat everybody to the top of the circle. Hesston with yet another offensive board. 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. It is 6-2. Peter's offense yet to convert from the field. Just the 2 free throws from Crafels. Here's a 3 up and a 3 good by Abby Proctor in a timeout. And the lead grows to 7. Well, this place will make you play terrible. It's not uncommon. Time out of the floor. 1:44 to go in the first. 9-2. Hesston will take a 60-second timeout. The Allen Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
Well, Easton, that fence is 300 feet away and you're only 4 years old.
Papa, how long before we can hit the ball over the fence?
Boys, it's not always about home runs. It's about teamwork and always getting better. Riffing's been around for 83 years. We still believe in teamwork and working hard.
So, Papa, it's going to take 83 more years until we're good?
No, Brogan. You'll be good long before that. Just keep working hard. Most of all, have fun.
Let's go hit some baseballs and get some ice cream.
Okay, boys, let's go.
Riff the right way, the right way.
Winter blues got you feeling down? I Need a Cleaners can help brighten your day. No more worrying about shrinking sweaters by washing them at home. Our expert dry cleaning services ensure your garments stay fresh, fitted, and ready to face the new year in style. Whether it's your favorite coat or a cozy sweater, I Need a Cleaners will keep your winter wardrobe looking spotless and feeling perfect. I Need a Cleaners, it's where to take your clothes.
95.9 HKFM.
Buhler will face some full court pressure out of the timeout, and they'll throw it away again. Lily Horn trying to force a pass up the floor off the mark, looking for Baxter. And Hesston face some full court pressure of their own as they lead 9-2. Inside, shot up, shot good for Casey Mason. And now a 9-point game, 1:21 to go in the first, and yet another near turnover. A lot of dangerous passes. Yes. Long passes give.
Long passes are just very, very dangerous against good teams, and Hesston is the #1 ranked team in Class 3A for a reason.
5 out there now. It's Sewell, Ord, Crafels, Baxter, and Taylor. Natty's got Buhler's only 2 points. Out high to Ord. Down to 1:12 to go in the first quarter. Naya deflected, able to get it back, and then throws it away. Those long passes, they're tough.
I feel like at halftime they just should watch film of this game and the last game and just say, hey, cut it out.
Well, the problem is that these really, really good defenses, they force you to play like that sometimes. Hesston inside, traveling called on Casey Mason, and Hesston hasn't played perfect by any stretch here in this first quarter. So, hey, you're only down 9.
Yep.
And you have no points from the field. So I guess there's a steal. Bruggen, put back missed, put back good, and a foul. They're just relentless on the glass.
Charlie Baxter will pick up the foul. This time it's our first one for sure.
Bucket good by Abby Proctor. And converts with the free throw at the line. 14-2. It is a 12-point game. 36 seconds to go in the quarter. Nia Sewell's going to be fouled in the inbound here.
Yeah, Proctor already up to double figures, 10 points in this first quarter.
It's been a long time since called a game where we didn't have a field goal in a quarter, but they've got 30 seconds to find the basket here. Charlie's got it left side. And high to Naya, off the bounce Claudia. Turned it over again. Layup on the other end, missed by Bruggen. Yet another offensive board, but then the ball poked away by Baxter. Stolen away with 9 on the clock. Here comes Gracie. Pull up left elbow. Finally, first basket of the contest by Gracie Ord. There's a long 3 missed by Bruggen at the buzzer, and that'll get us to the end of 1. Well, hopefully that's their mulligan, and they got their bad quarter out of the way for the night. See if they can charge back in the second. Down 10 after 8 from Hesston. 14-4 Swathers. Back in a minute from the Alex Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine and Hutchinson. We take pride in supporting our community and being committed to our customers. Don Glassby here to let you know dependability of your vehicle is very important to us. Our top-notch service team is ready anytime your vehicle needs attention. Visit us online at AlanSamuelsHutch.com. Alan Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, where there's always a warm cup of coffee waiting, and as Mr. Samuels always says,
come by, let's be friends.
Best rate for the win. Head to the Redinger Agency across from Bogies and Hutch for winning rates on all your insurance coverage. Go to RedingerAgency.com and get your quote today at the Redinger Agency in Hutchinson. One stop for all your insurance needs.
Cupcakes, cookies, cake, oh my. Holly here with Holly Sweet Treats. Come down to my shop at 205 South Main in Hutchinson for sweet treats and fun last-minute gifts. We also offer daily lunch specials, sandwiches, salads, and fresh baked bread. Call us at 888-YUM.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, not much else happening in the league tonight in our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard. Just 2 other games. Circle at Collegiate, Mulvane at Rose Hill. You have action on the Ad Astra Sports Network as well, including Boarding Academy at Elyria Christian, Ellenwood at Lions, and Sacred Heart at Hutch Trinity. Schedules and streaming on the broadcast booth page at adastraradio.com. Here's the steal. Crafels. As we start quarter number 2, Hesston with the ball. Crafels stole it away, fed it ahead to Gracie, and she's going to be fouled. That will go on Callie Yoder. That'll be the second on Yoder. She comes out of the game and replaced by Jaden Williams. Buhler just 4 points in the first quarter. First field goal came right before the quarter's end by Gracie Orr. Gracie's got the ball in the left corner. Out high, Baxter. Charlie tries the 3. Missed back iron. Rebound Hesston, pulled down by Casey Mason. Swathers up by 10, 14-4 the other way to our right. Out front with it is Ava McGill. In the right corner to Bruggen. Out high, Williams. Back to Bruggen, far side. Being shadowed by Nia Sewell. Baseline McGill. Ball tied up inside and stolen away. And on the arrow, it'll be Buhler basketball.
Great job by Baxter jumping the pass in the paint to get the steal. Luckily, the arrow pointing the way of the Crusaders.
Coverage of Crusader basketball brought to you in part by Appalachian Animal Hospital, by Plaza Astor Realty, Phoenix Restoration, and by the Bradbury Company. Buhler across the timeline, right to left. Here's Gracie. Pops it down low to Natty. Back out on the wing to Gracie. Ord for 3, got it! She's got both field goals for Buhler here in the first half.
Gracie feeling it. Cuts the lead to 7. See if the Crusaders can build.
14-7, 6:51 to go here in the half. Back-to-back buckets by Ord. Hesston the other way. Boy, good position inside. Casey Mason lays it up and in.
Fantastic high-low action that time for Hesston. Got it to the high post. The Buhler Crusader defenders collapsed around her.
Now Natty the other way. Shot with the right hand, up and good.
You guys know one of the most important things for Buhler is getting Crafels going. Good to see her with her first bucket of the evening.
6:22 to play here in our first half. Hesston by 7. Long 3 is long. Far side rebound by Baxter. And a pass ahead, deflected, intended for Sewell down low. It'll stay with Buhler.
Good quick hands that time by McGill for Hesston.
Ashley Lehman, Abby Proctor back into the Hesston lineup. Buhler really had no answer for Proctor. She had 10 points in that first quarter. Gracie plays it into Natty. High right side. Out front to Naya. Naya dribbling through traffic. Shot up off the window and good. A tough shot, but it goes.
Naya Sewell really made something out of nothing that time. She had to split a couple defenders to get that lay-in.
5:51 to play here in the first half, down to a 5-point game. Buhler's scrapped their way back in this thing after a tough first quarter. Pass deflected, saved by Hesston. Proctor down low. And a shot missed by Abby Proctor. And she will go to the free throw line here for 2.
Second time that she's gone to the free throw line tonight. Foul's going to go against Claudia Taylor. It'll be her first.
Something really unique about this is just the participation they get from their community. I mean, this gym was full before tip-off of the girls' game, and most places you go, it's just not the case.
Yeah. Has one of the towns has great communities. And they're also honoring the 1985 Boys State Championship team. So a lot of the old alums coming to celebrate that 40th anniversary.
Proctor knocks in 2 to make it 18-11. Here's Natty the other way. Great job. The spin around the defender. Right side, bucket up and good.
She's got 6 to lead Lady Crusaders in scoring. Deficit now 5.
18-13, 5:17 to go in the half. Hesston trying to feed the post again. Brugan splits 2 defenders. Tied up. Great defense by.
Yeah, tie up, right?
The official, like you said, Andrew on the far side was ready to signal. The official on the near side signal.
It's got to be a jump ball. They are discussing it. And they are going to call the tie-up. That's the right call. A great job to get in here and the tie-up.
I think Charlie got a steal earlier. They called tie-up after it looked like one ref was getting ready to call foul on Hesston. And if they're going to call that a jump ball, that one there has to be a jump ball.
Well, Hesston will keep on the air. Leading by 5:10 to go in the half. To Proctor out, breach and foul. Underneath is charged to Natalia Crafels. It'll be her first. Team's second in the quarter. There's a steal on the inbound, and they blow the whistle again.
Got her foot on it.
Stepped on the line before she stole it.
No, she kicked the ball.
Oh. Jump shot missed on the inbound by Casey Mason. Backside rebound by Natalia Crafels. Up the floor to Gracie. Here's Charlie, long 2, left side missed. Rebound Hesston, pulled down by Brugan. Brugan back up that floor. The crossover dribble, right side feeds it to Proctor. Off to Williams. Inside, Mason tied up and fouled on the floor. Stops the clock with 4:46 to play. And that'll be charged to Naya Sewell. That'll be her first. Lehman to play it in.
Good job.
Shot inside, shot blocked. Ball taken away. Mason kind of caught in no man's land, took a tough shot and had it blocked, but now Buhler turns it over. The other way and a whistle.
It looked like there was a kick.
Mason looks a little hobbled here. Of course, she's wearing that heavy brace on her left knee.
I think the whistle was just checking her to make sure she was all right.
Hellavas and Jenna Lackey are going to check into the Buhler lineup here. Sewell and Taylor will go out. 4:30 to play in the half. 18-13. Low scoring game so far. Rugen feeds it. Far side. Back to Kendall in the right corner. Dribbling with the left hand. Spin move and called for an offensive foul. Interesting.
Yeah, there's
They're
a
going to call the illegal screen.
Yeah, a couple of shifts, switches were going on there. As Lackey was manned up with her and then called the foul on the shift.
Well, back the other way. Buhler still down 5 as Baxter has it right side off to Gracie Ord. Left side Lackey. Jenna inside, kicks out. Here's Natty for 3, missed. Rebound, and Ella Voss got fouled. She got held on the rebound.
She's really banged up. Holy cow, she's down.
Ella Voss goes down to the floor.
She is not conscious.
And appears to be knocked out. Oh my goodness. A scary moment here at Hesston. I think Ella was battling inside for the rebound.
Yeah, she got caught with the elbow right in the face, so.
And took an elbow and went down immediately. And a scary, scary moment here in Hesston as we have a injury timeout. Our injury timeouts brought to you by Pyle Law. As she is moving her foot a little bit. So hopefully that's a good sign. Whew. Prayers right now with Ella Voss. If you have been injured at work or in a motor vehicle accident, call Pyle Law 241-9000. We'll take a timeout, come back and give you the latest injury timeout. 3:51 to go in the half. 18-13 Hesston. Back in 1 minute on HKFM.
The experienced team at Pyle Law is located at 705 West Kansas Avenue in McPherson and is ready to assist you with every aspect of your personal injury case. Tom and his staff have over 25 years of experience and work diligently to fight for the compensation you deserve. If you've been hurt at work or in a car or motorcycle wreck, call 620-241-9000 for a free consultation today. Evening and weekend appointments are available. Visit pylelaw.legal to find more information and rest assured you're moving in the right direction.
1 in 8 children live in households with at least one parent who has a substance use disorder. 1 in 10 children live in a household with at least one parent who has an alcohol use disorder. Rise Up Reno Prevention Network has programs in place to help kids build resilience. You can help too. Become a mentor in our Reno County schools, join our Rise Up Reno Coalition, or become a volunteer. Our kids are the most valuable asset we have. You can make a difference. Visit riseupreno.org to find out more. Rise Up Reno.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, we breathe a huge sigh of relief here as Ella Voss is walking off under her own power. I would guess now that she'll have to go through some concussion protocols with Doc Lackey, but appeared to take an elbow to the face going for that rebound, and then she blacked out. I'm very thankful that as she was going down, you know, if there hadn't been anybody around her, she may have just fallen to the floor and hit her head again. But fortunately, there were some players around her to help her.
Well, I think it took a second for her to fully go out. She was conscious for a little bit and held her face, and so she kind of helped herself to the ground. But yeah, she's in good hands right now, and better safe than sorry. Doc Lackey's going to take a look at her.
Scary moment, and great to see her walking off the floor under her own power. Buhler will resume play here with the ball. Pass inside to Crayfels, deflected. Saved by the Crusaders. Jenna Lackey's got it out front. Lily Horn checks in the game for Ella. Now here's Jenna on a drive and tied up. A lot of contact there. They're going to call a jump ball on the air. It'll be Crusader basketball. Gracie Ord to play it in. Off to Natty. Natty pull up in that lane. Missed, but a foul, and Crayfels will have 2 at the line. I know all of us as parents have had that moment where we've kind of had to hold our own breath and swallow our emotions a little bit. Scary to see your kid.
Yeah, no, that's.
Never forget as Natty makes the first free throw. When my oldest was a little guy, I was pulling him up out of his crib, and he took his feet and he pushed off the edge of his crib, pushed me back. He went up in the air right into the ceiling fan. Oh. That was my first dad. Oh no.
Yes.
What do I do?
Yeah.
18-15. It's a 3-point game. Ball knocked loose. Here's Bruggen with it. Boy, she's so athletic. Missed the shot, though. Rebound, Buhler.
So the crazy thing with everything that's transpired, Buhler has a chance to tie this possession.
Just one field goal in the first quarter. Now here's Natty. Shot inside. Shot missed. Rebound to Hesston. We got to get back. Bruggen will go right at you through two defenders. Missed the layup again. She's not had a great first half. Kendall from the field. And the ball out of bounds, and Buhler will get it back again. Anyway, to finish that story on a lighter note, we wait for what seems like an eternity at the emergency room, and the doctor finally comes in. He says, "No problem. I super glue. He'd be fine."
Oh.
Here's Gracie, right side circle. Off to Jenna. Oh boy, that's a tough call. No call. Jenna got knocked to the floor. Hesston takes it away. And Bruggen shot right baseline, blocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Swathers. Sewell's going to check in. Lily Horn will go out.
Well, giving a little update on Ella. Good to see her dad. Of course, one of the Prairie Hills Middle School basketball coaches, Jeff Voss, and teacher down there talking with his daughter, Doc Lackey.
She still looks a little.
Yeah.
Hesston ball, 2:20 to play in this half, 18-15. Bruggen with it, far side, off the to Jason Proctor. Right side of McGill. McGill forced to the baseline and fouled. I'm going to go against Gracie.
Yeah, I think she just got a little extra hip into her.
First on Gracie Ord, that'll be the 14th foul of the quarter. So each team with fouls apiece in this. Next foul sends the opponent to the line of Bruggen. Not going to miss that one.
That's an excellent move. The old jump stop. We don't do that as much as we used to.
Minute 59 to go in the half. It's a 5-point game. Here's Naya the other way. Underneath the basket. Plays it out to Gracie for a long two, and it's good.
Gracie got the shooter's roll that time. Third field goal that night for her. Gets it back to one possession game.
1:43 to go for time. Back in their half court. Outside circle. Dave Williams tied up on the arrow. With Hesston tied up by the top rifles.
Say great effort that time by Cradles. And the ball down right in front of her. Cradles. Quick hand.
Natty out here. Check in. So they go back to a 5-guard line of those two fouls in her sense. Small at the Proctor far side circle. Williams top G Proctor. Three on the way. Three rebound Jalaki by Jaden Williams. Take away those turnovers in the first half. Right there on top of these guys. And on a drive, whistle and a foul on the floor. Gracie Proctor made the shot, but she's going to have to go earn them at the line. Again, here's the positive. This is probably the worst half of basketball this season, and they're only down 3.
Yeah, if they can just get here to the locker room, being a 1 or 2 score game, that'd be a victory.
And there's 2 fouls on Gracie Ord as J.C. Proctor makes the first free throw.
Before that free throw, Buhler was on a 15-6 run after being down 14-2. They really responded.
Ord and Lackey come out. Replaced by Tustin and Sewell. Second free throw missed. So 21-17. It's a 4-point game. Peter, 41 seconds on the clock. Here's Lily Horn. Bumped into, and still no call. The other way, layup good by Bruggen. A lot of physicality there. I think Horn might have gotten poked in the eye. Now a 6-point game, 26 seconds to go. You just cannot turn it over. Here's Naya. She'll go to the bucket. Shot up, shot missed. But a foul. It'll be 2 at the line for Sewell coming up with 16 seconds on the clock. Talked about those long passes. Also got to be careful as a guard not to dribble yourself into trouble. So Nia at the line, 2 points in the half. Free throw on the way is good. Sewell 50% on the year.
Yeah, Sewell, the second Lady Crusader to get to the free throw line tonight. Natalia Krafels had shot all of her free throws prior.
Chance to make it a 4-point game again. Second free throw on the way by Nia is short. Rebound tapped about, taken by Hesston. 23-18. It's a 5-point game, 9 seconds on the clock. Well, you want to keep the ball out of the lane here, and there's a hold, and that's going to put Hesston back at the line.
And with just 4.3 seconds left.
And it's on Claudia Taylor.
Lady Swather's going to have an opportunity to extend this lead a little bit.
First free throw good by Proctor. Buhler in foul trouble in this half. 3 Crusaders with 2 each. Brooks, Taylor, and Ord all have 2 now.
I think Jen's assignment is to knock out the shooter on this one.
Free throw missed. Rebound by Hesston. Long shot by Brugan. Buzzer is short. And a 6-point game at halftime. 24-18. Well, the turnovers on one end, the offensive rebounds for Hesston on the other. A couple of things that Buhler's got to take care of in the second half, but they fought their way back in this game after being down 12 in the first quarter. Twice cut it to a 3-point game in the second. 24-18 here at halftime. Buhler outscores in 14-10 in quarter number 2. Coverage of Crusader basketball brought to you by Al Samuel, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, by Wake Patent Insurance, Hot Track, and by Hutchinson Community College. Our Prairie Kansas halftime report next to KWHK FM.
Bank of Kansas halftime report. Prairie Bank of Kansas, your locally owned full-service bank since 1886. The Buhler Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
At Midway Motors, we are here for you for every mile of life. Whether you're shopping for a new or used vehicle or selling one, Midway Motors will buy your vehicle even if you're not in the market to buy one of ours. Just stop by one of our 5 locations and one of our appraisers will evaluate your vehicle and you can leave with a check the same day. It's fast and easy. Visit MidwayMotors.com for more information. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
As the hot Kansas summer winds down, the end of one season and the start of the next is a great time to review the health of your pets at Apple Lane Animal Hospital. Have you missed any of your vaccinations? How about scheduling a general health checkup, annual blood work, and taking a look at your pet's diet and nutritional needs? Make 2025 the year you take care of your pets so they live a long and healthy life. Call the staff at Apple Lane Animal Hospital and schedule an appointment today at 662-0515.
It's halftime. While the players are getting ready for the second half in the locker room, it's time to give you the Ad Astra Radio halftime report. The Kansas City Royals made some big free agency news as they bring in a star relief pitcher, Carlos Estevez. He signed a 2-year, $22 million deal guaranteed, which includes a $13 million option for a third year, or if he is declined by the Royals, a $2 million buyout. The deal is still pending a physical, but should he join, it is a key pickup for the pitching staff. The Royals wanted to get Estevez as part of the trade deadline last year. However, they ended up getting Lucas Ursig, who turned out to be a star closer for the Royals. Now the Royals will have both Estevez and Ursig. Estevez last year was a closer for the Angels, having 20 saves with a 2.38 ERA before being traded to Philadelphia. He finished the entire season with a 2.45 ERA in 54 appearances. Coming up tomorrow, we'll also have college basketball action as Sterling College will be on the road against Tabor over in Hillsboro. But we'll give you coverage of that game on Kansas Rocks 100.3 tomorrow, with pregame coverage starting at 4:45. The women will tip off at 5 and then the men at 7. The Jayhawks and the Wildcats are also in action tomorrow. First off, for K-State, they have a tough road test ahead of them as they head to Hilton Coliseum to face the third-ranked Iowa State Cyclones. K-State is coming off of 2 straight Big 12 victories, both of which being at home, while Iowa State is currently 17-3 on the year, 7-2 in conference play. They are also a perfect 11-0 at home and have won 29 games in a row at Hilton Coliseum, which is the second largest streak currently in the country. However, Iowa State did lose in shocking fashion on Monday against Arizona in overtime, so they'll look to bounce back on Saturday. The game is scheduled for tip-off at 1 o'clock and will air on ESPN2. The Kansas Jayhawks will also be on the road. They'll be down in Texas in Waco to face off against the Baylor Bears. The 11th-ranked Jayhawks are going against a Baylor team who is receiving votes in the top 25 and are coming off of a overtime loss at BYU on Tuesday. Meanwhile, KU is coming off a close win at home on Tuesday, 91-87, where they defeated UCF, but they did so without their Juan Harris, who was sidelined due to an injury. Head coach Bill Self said he's not 100% sure if he will play on Saturday, but if he does not, then he'll look for Shaq Moore to provide more energy. They did see the return of KJ Adams on Tuesday after he missed the previous 3 games. Coach Self said he had no concern after Adams said that he felt a little bit sore after Tuesday's game, so he should be good to go. That game will start at 3 o'clock and will air on ESPN. You can also hear coverage locally on 94.7 KSKU, as coverage will begin at 1:30 with the Crimson and Blue Show. That's your halftime report. More basketball coverage is coming up next.
The Scooters Coffee Mom of the Game. Register your mom for a chance to win a Scooters Coffee gift card. Learn more at adastraradio.com. From Scooters Coffee in Hutchinson and McPherson and Hutchinson's 95.9 HKFM.
Hi, I'm Daryl Miller, and whether you are a small business just starting out or an established company looking to grow and expand, you need a partner who understands your current and future business goals. At First National Bank, we make all of our loan decisions locally, and our commercial bankers have the knowledge and resources to find the right loan for your business. First National Bank of Hutchinson, always first for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Ready to make a move? Plaza Astle Realty is here to help whether buying or selling your home. With 24 professional agents, you'll be in good hands. Contact Plaza Astle Realty today, locally owned and brokered for over 40 years. We specialize in sold.
When disaster strikes your home or business, call your hometown team. Call Phoenix Restoration, Reno County's only locally owned fire and water restoration company. Check us out at phoenixrestorationandroofing.com. We'll help you rise again after your disaster.
95.9 HKFM.
And back here at halftime with a 24-18 lead. Hesston really dominated the first 18 minutes of this game. Led 14-2 at one point, had a 10-point lead at the end of one. They were able to storm back. They were on a 13-4 run at one point in the second quarter, able to fight within 3. Talked a lot about, obviously, the turnovers. Christopher Hesston, great job crashing the offensive glass. Also, hopefully find a way to stay out of foul trouble in the second half.
Yeah, the foul trouble and something, when Buhler got off to the rocky start, being down 10 at the end of one, think about in that first quarter, you could just feel it that Hesston was really dominating the glass. Buhler did a much better job in that second quarter of not just allowing Hesston to get multiple shots per possession. I think that was one of the big differences on why Buhler was able to kind of come back. That along with knocking down some shots. We went down almost the entire first quarter without a field goal.
Yeah, see if they can fight back some more in that third quarter. Andrew, what do you got for some first half stats?
Well, a couple of the key stats, really. Buhler isn't playing too bad offensively, aside from those turnovers. They're shooting 43%, 6 for 14 from the field, down 18-24. The rebounds are another big problem. Hesston only out-rebounding Buhler 15-12, but on the offensive boards, Hesston has 9, Buhler just has 1. Turnovers, the big issue in the first half. Buhler 15, Hesston 6. Both teams shooting pretty well from the free throw line. 5 for 6 for Buhler, 5 for 7 for Hesston. Buhler just 1 for 5 from 3. Hesston 1 for 9. Foul trouble though. Gracie Ord, Claudia Taylor, Sammy Brooks all have 2 for the Crusaders. Number 5, Callie Yoder has 2 for Hesston. Nat Krafels leads the way in scoring for Buhler, 8 points, 3 rebounds. She's got 2 steals and a block as well. Gracie Ord, 7 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nia Sewell, the third and Crusader with any points. It's just those 3, Nat Krafels, Gracie Ord, Nia. Nia has 3 points, 3 assists. Charlie Baxter, no points, but she has 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, and a block. Claudia Taylor, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and a block. Jenna Lackey, 1 rebound. Ella Voss, 1 rebound before getting injured. Sammy Brooks and Lillian Horn also saw the floor but didn't have any recordable stats. It's going to be a key to keep Gracie out of foul trouble in the second half with Ella having to be on the bench. What we think she'll be on the bench, I assume.
All right. 24-18 at halftime. Abby Proctor leads all scorers with 12. Kendall Brugan with 6 for Hesston. And we'll start the second half in 60 seconds on HKFM.
More of the Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report is coming up after this. Streaming online at adastraradio.com and on the Ad Astra Radio app. 95.9 HKFM. The Buhler Crusaders play here.
When it comes to quality athletic equipment, First Team Sports is a name you can trust. First Team has been manufacturing superior sports products since 1996. From dunk-proof basketball hoops and soccer goals to volleyball, pickleball, and tennis systems. First Team manufactures it all, even bleachers and stadium seats. Visit firstteaminc.com or stop by the showroom at 902 Corey Road in Hutchinson. First Team Sports, manufacturing superior athletic equipment.
Do you own your own business? Are you looking for customized insurance to protect your business? Hi, this is Brad Patton with Wade Patton Insurance in Hutch. Whether you specialize in auto repairs, used cars, you're a contractor, you have a food truck, own a restaurant, or a vet clinic, Wade Patton Insurance specializes in insurance for you. Stop by and see us today at 6th and Main or check out WadePattonInsurance.com. Independent since '33, Wade Patton Insurance.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, Gracie Ord hits a big 3 to open the second half and make it a 3-point game. Brugan the other way missed a 3, but a foul on Sammy Brooks.
Unfortunately.
She had just gotten back into the game.
Yeah, and Sammy's somebody that plays with so much heart. Unfortunately, she's going to be sidelined for probably the remainder of the third quarter.
Did not play in the second quarter because she had 2 fouls. Now picks up her third. She'll go out, replaced by Nia Sewell. A 3-point game again. Peter within a bucket for the third time. There's Brugan on a spin move. Kicks it out. Abby Proctor, long 2, is right in there.
Proctor picks up where she left off. She was the only player in double figures in the first half. She's got 14 now.
26-21. 5-point game the other way. Sewell, far side, hands off to Krafels. Long pass Taylor. Into Gracie. Stolen away. Always think against a team like this, reverse layup good for Brugan.
Nice move underneath the bucket. See why she's going D1.
The other way ball knocked away inside. It'll stay with the Crusaders. I always think against a team that applies ball pressure like Hesston does, passers got to be careful with the passes they make, but if you're the receiver, and don't wait for the ball to come to you.
Yep.
Go get it. Pass into Natty. Krafels in that mid lane. Now top Taylor. Far side Ord. 6:16 to go in the third. 28-21 lead back to 7. Peter had just cut it to 3 to start the half. There's Gracie inside. Nice find. The backdoor take. Layup good.
Gracie Ord having a great night. She's in double figures now.
28-23, lead 5. Now a steal. Claudia Taylor has it poked away, though, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Crusaders. Brugan all over the floor. Brugan is Brueggen, 5'10" senior, going to Missouri State next year. Bears program is Gracie Ord's going to be called for a travel. Bears program that's had some pretty good Kansas kids play for it over the years.
Tony Valerio is what comes to my mind.
Yep, and of course Jackie Stiles played there as well. And they're getting ready to change conferences as they're transitioning to a full Division I school.
Far side circle, 3 in and out, no good. Another offensive board. Putback is good by Casey Mason. Boy, we've just not been able to box out. 30-23, lead back to 7. Natty the other way, tied up by Bruggen. And on the arrow, it'll be Hesston ball. The turnovers have been rough. I know that Stiles played there. I want to say her sister Roxanne played there too. Could be wrong about that.
No, you very well could be right.
You know something that Roxanne did that Jackie never did?
What's that?
Win a title in high school. There's Bruggen inside, scored again, and coach needs a timeout here. 32-23, and the lead grows to 9. 5 minutes to go in the third. We'll take a timeout as well. Back in 30 seconds, the Allen Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
At Blue Stem Pace, we understand that navigating health challenges can be overwhelming. That's why we're here to support people ages 55 and better with a comprehensive care program, including medical management, social activities, and prepared meals at our locations in Hutchinson and McPherson. Let us partner with you to manage your complex medical issues and help you live well at home. Call today at 844-588-7223 or visit bluestempace.org.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, an 8-2 run here for Hesston prompted a timeout by Coach Darrow. Buhler had gotten it to 3 with that 3 to start the second quarter, or the third quarter. And then turnovers leading to transition points on the other end. Bruggen with a couple of quick baskets.
And you just really feel with how good Hesston is that this is one of those games that Buhler's just got to keep within striking distance. Don't let that big double-digit lead ever happen, because this is one of those games with a great team like Hesston, it could snowball in a hurry.
Slothers back up 9. Constant ball pressure. Gracie on the crossover in that lane, step through, bumped.
Oh,
really?
So they're going to hit her with their third foul.
A charge on Gracie Ord.
So now Ord and Brooks, 2 Buhler starters with 3 fouls.
The whistles have not been kind to us so far in this game. That acts as another turnover as well. It's a double whammy. And Hesston could extend it to a double-digit game. They were up 12 in the first half. Led by 6 at halftime. Ball poked away loose on the deck. And it's going to be saved by Claudia Taylor. Head to Natty. Boy, Buhler really could use a bucket here. And poked away, another turnover down low.
Yeah, Claudia was cutting towards the basket along the near baseline and just couldn't quite hang on to it as it goes out of bounds.
Well, Ella Voss is at the end of the bench in street clothes, so gotta figure she's done tonight. Scary moment for her in the first half. Inside going for a rebound and blacked out. Shot inside, shot missed. Another offensive board, putback missed. Rebound Charlie Baxter.
Good job by Baxter clearing the glass.
Head to Gracie Ord. Far side Natty on a 3, rims long. Rebound saved by Naya, but she stepped out of bounds.
Herculean effort there by Sewell to try to save it into play, but her momentum just crossed the baseline.
Fortunately, Ella was able to leave the court under her own power. But
yeah, it was such a spooky moment. I tell you, I know it rattled me, and I'm just a guy watching the game.
Ella's a terrific kid. Inside, score it, and a foul, J.C. Proctor. And the lead is double digits. Proctor can make it 12 for the second time in the game. Tori Tustin is checked into the Buhler lineup here.
So Taylor was the
foul on Claudia Taylor.
Yeah, she is the third Lady Crusader to the 3-foul mark.
35-23. Lead is 12. 3:32 to go in this third. It has been a tough go-a-ho here tonight.
No.
Oh, and they're going to call.
Claudia was. It was a hard screen, but I do not. I think she was set on that. Goodness.
And that is 4 on Claudia. Buhler is in some foul trouble here.
Kids, if you're watching, that is exactly how you set a screen. And officials, if you're watching, that is exactly how you set a screen.
Well, you got to adjust to what they're calling. That's
sure.
That's how it has to go. Hesston up 12. Here's Proctor on a 3, and that's good.
Second tray of the day for Proctor. She continues to pile up the points.
38-23 lead to 15.
Largest deficit of the night for the Lady Crusaders.
Nye's got it out front. Crusader basketball brought to you by Scrap Management of Hutchinson, by Ray & Sons Roofing, Alpha Land Surveys, and by Apex Shears. Here's Nye on a 3 short. Rebound Gentilacki. And then throws it away. Oh, safe though. Ball deflected. Baxter's on her back with the ball. And I think she's going to get rewarded. Or no, they're going to call her for a travel. They call her for a travel.
She wasn't moving her feet at all, and she wasn't really rolling. She just had the ball for a while.
Well, we got a timeout on the floor. 38-23. 2:35 to go in this third quarter. We'll take 30 seconds on HKFM.
Did you know at Scooters Coffee all their drinks are available hot, iced, or blended? Head to your locally owned Scooters to enjoy your favorite drink your way. Scooters Coffee, amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Scooters Coffee in Hutchinson, McPherson, Salina, and Abilene.
If you're getting ready to buy or sell land, start a building project, or have a property line in question, call Alpha Land Surveys. With over 30 years of experience, you can trust Alpha Land Surveys. Call 728-0012 or go to alphalandsurveys.com.
95.9 HKFM.
Aaron West, Chris Shank. Andrew up with you from Hesston. Yeah, I kind of feel like Charlie Baxter.
Great job by Charlie, standing tough.
Defensively inside. Blocks the shot. Rebound Buhler the other way. Here's Tustin with it. Now a tie up in the lane. I feel like that the injury to Alovas kind of shook us all, and nobody's. I don't know. It just doesn't feel the same now.
Yeah.
It just
the wind has been taken out of the sails.
Constantly thinking about her and hoping she's okay.
For sure.
There's Torrey with it out high. To Nia. 2:11 to play in this third. 38-23. Try to pass inside to Baxter, stole it away. This is 2 games in a row where turnovers are really hampering. Now Buhler's going to get in a stretch here where they're going to be the favorite. Get El Dorado on Tuesday at home. Inside, shot missed, but a foul. It's going to put Casey Mason at the line for 2. Back-to-back home games next week. El Dorado on Tuesday, home against Circle on Friday. Then we go to Collegiate on the 11th. Buhler should be the favorite in all 3 of those.
I do feel like this was a bit of a missed opportunity, though, today to really make some noise and show you belong at the top.
So good by Mason. Well, the crazy thing is, again, Gracie hits that 3 to start the second half. Boom, you're right there within a bucket. But since that point, everything's gone against him. 2 free throws by Mason. 40-23. Lead is 17. Far side is Crayfels. And high Brooks, far side Ord. Out of Sewell, 122 to go here in the third. Here's Natty on a drive. She is fouled. And Crayfels will have 2 at the line.
Good to see Crayfels getting back to the line.
Natty had 8 points in the first half. Foul goes against J.C. Proctor. It'll be her second. First at the line for Natalia is on the way and good. Well, we've been coming to this gym for a long time. I said all the way back to 2015, 0-8 against these guys. Natty makes 1 of 2 at the line. Rebound Hesston.
Yeah, it's a place that's make us feel any better. Not a lot of people come in and win.
No.
Well, this Hesston team went down to Rose Hill earlier this year and held them to 12. So
Halstead comes in here on Tuesday. Halstead also undefeated in 3A girls basketball.
That'll be one heck of a matchup.
Quite a game.
Battle of Ridge Road.
49 seconds to go here in the quarter, 40-24. Near side circle is Ashley Lehman. Out front Yoder, she'll drive. Plays off the Bruggen. Hesston poised to hold for a final shot.
This is the, second regular season game we've had with no shot clock this year, correct?
Yeah, Nickerson.
This is Nickerson, and then the SIT. Man, do we miss it.
It'll be turned back on. Well, Christopher doesn't.
I know Chris likes those 8 to 6 games.
It'll be turned back on Tuesday. Here's Bruggen down to 7 to shoot. Guarded 3, missed. Rebound Naya. 3 on the clock. Oh, Bruggen stole it away. Naya dribbled right into her. Layup good, and that'll get us to the end of the third. 42-24. Hesston by 18. 8 minutes to play here in our girls' game. Back in 1 minute. Alan Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
Running a business is tough, but protecting it doesn't have to be. At DJ Kaufman Agency, we offer comprehensive business insurance that keeps your hard work safe. Whether you're a small startup or a growing enterprise, we've got the right coverage for you. From liability and property insurance to workers' comp and business interruption, our policies are tailored to fit your needs and your budget. Contact us today, 620-669-0410, or stop by our office in Hutchinson at 17 East 30th Avenue. DJ Kaufman Insurance is a member of the Trusted Choice Independent Agencies.
The Anchor Inn and Anchor Away have been serving authentic Mexican food to Hutchinson and surrounding communities for over 35 years. Treat friends and family to the Anchor's legendary dishes in their large banquet room, famous buffet, and relaxed atmosphere. Open Monday through Saturday. For the same great food with the convenience of a drive-thru, visit Anchor Away at B and Adams. Like Anchor Inn and Anchor Away on Facebook for specials. Anchor Inn and Anchor Away, authentically delicious in downtown Hutchinson.
95.9 HKFM.
Coverage of Crusader basketball brought to you in part by the Medicine Shop, by the Bakery House and Catering Company, by Service Plus Electrical, and by Glenn's Bulk Food Shop and Gospel Bookstore. Hesston outscoring Buhler 18-6 in that third quarter. They'll start with the ball in the fourth, leading 42-24. This Hesston team, they turn it over. A little miscommunication out front. We're going back the other way. They went all the way to the 3A state title game a year ago. See no reason why they won't have a good shot to get back to state this coming year. A nice find inside, shot a little too strong by Nia Sewell. Sammy going for the rebound, and I think she threw it off Bruggen. Did it hit Bruggen in the head?
I think so, possibly.
We've had some scary moments in this game. Bruggen is up and appears to be okay.
Yeah, I think she got popped in the face. Good to see her up and moving.
Big benefit for Hesston and Halstead this year. Talk about those two both being undefeated. They've gone to regions in the smaller classes. So even though Hesston and Halstead will be in the same region, they'll break them up into 2 sub-states. And so hopefully those two will not have to be
that's
matched up in the same sub-state.
A good move by Keisha try to get the best 8 teams to state that way in every respective class.
Gracie looking for Naya on the inbound. That ball went back out of bounds off of Kendall Brugan's face, I think. And ball rejected back out of bounds by Callie Yoder. Now Naya to play it in. Into Sammy Brooks. 42-24. And Sammy lost it, had it poked away out of bounds in front of the Buhler bench. It'll be off Hesston.
Are they doing those designated spots again for where the ball can be thrown in like they did last year? I noticed we just passed the ball in from the corner, which I am not a fan of.
That is a tough place. There's Charlie on a long 2, missed. Backside rebound, Naya, put back short. Rebound Hesston. So Swathers the other way. Boy, how fortunate for them to get Abby Proctor back. She missed 5 weeks. So important to what Coach Richardson wants to do. Ava McGill off to Casey Mason.
What would you consider Heston's weakness to be if you could pick one thing?
Well, they really don't.
I'd say the bench. But they're still really.
I would say they don't shoot the ball out from the outside, but I really don't know if they do or not because they really don't try.
Yeah, could they if they needed to? I don't know.
So, you know, against maybe a bigger team or a zone team that forces them to take longer shots, what would that game look like? There's a foul committed by Casey Mason. That's going to be her 4th. Peter's going to have it on their baseline. 6:45 to go in the game, 42-24. Here's Natty inside, count the bucket, and a foul. Great take by Crayfels.
What an acrobatic move and great body control by Crayfels to get that shot off as she was falling away from the basket.
The basket by Natalia Crayfels was good. She'll shoot 1 shot.
That foul, the second on Abby Proctor. So here's Natty at the line.
Good to see Crayfels get back.
Real good.
Back on the streak. She's only missed 1 free throw tonight, 6 of 7 from the stripe this evening.
42-27. Hesston the other way.
I might say unforced turnovers. I feel like Hesston has had a few times where.
Boy, good hustle by Genelaki. Knocked it away. Layup good by Natalia Crayfels in a timeout. Great hustle by Jenna.
Yep.
And then Natty cleaned it up. 42-29. Crusaders fighting back in this game, and we've got a timeout. 6:21 to go in the game. Back in 30 seconds from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
At Prairie Star Health Center, we're here for you and your family, providing comprehensive health care services under one roof. Whether you need medical, dental, vision, mental health, women's health, or pediatric care, we've got you covered. Our dedicated team offers compassionate care to everyone, insured or uninsured. We understand healthcare can be overwhelming, which is why we strive to make your visit comfortable and stress-free. Visit Prairie Star Health Center today. Learn more about how we can help at prairiestarhealth.org.
95.9 HKFM.
Back here, 6:21 to go in the game, 42-29. You know, it's an interesting question, too, what's Heston's weakness? A lot of their offense, too, is predicated off them turning you over and getting stuff in transition. So they're playing a team on a night where they don't force those turnovers.
What would they look like against McPherson?
I don't know. Yeah. Let me say this about McPherson. They did not look very good when we saw them early in the year, but they are getting better.
And who did they just play last night? They had a tough.
They beat Andover Central in the first round of their tournament last night. They are 5-5. Here's a turnover on Hesston. Swather's got a little sped up.
I think it was just a 3-point game that McPherson won that last night.
Buhler's cut it to 13. Gracie, right side baseline, feeds to Natty. Out on the wing to Gracie. 3, missed. Tries to track down her own rebound. Pulled down by Hesston. Here comes Bruggen. Bruggen up that floor. But it's a tough assignment for Jenna Lackey. And they're going to call the blocking foul on Jenna. I know the Buhler fans are not thrilled, but I think that's probably the right call.
Jenna, if anything, she hustles, and she has put in some excellent minutes over the last 5 or so games. It really had to be put into a little bit better positions than we saw her last year at Circle.
And Bruggen, first free throw up, no good.
So I feel really good for Jenna being able to get in there and really contribute and really kind of cause some havoc defensively, especially.
So it's going to be an interesting transition for Bruggen. She's used to dominating at this 3A level in high school. That Division I level, that's going to be an interesting transition.
The good thing for her, girls basketball in Kansas really helps set up people for success. Lots more of our girls have success in Division I basketball than the boys in the state, unfortunately. Or fortunate for the girls, unfortunately for the boys.
43-29. Yeah, I think in recent years. There's Natty inside, shot up, shot missed. A whistle and a foul call. The Ryan girl from Central Plains, Emily playing at Iowa State.
You got sides up at K-State. I mean, there's around the Big 12, there's a lot more Kansas girls starting in the Big 12 than Kansas boys.
What about for boys? Who can we think of?
I don't know if there's a single boy starting or guy starting in the Big 12 that.
I mean, the Mayo kid for KU is from Lawrence, so there's your one. There's Charlie baseline and a whistle and a foul call. The Verholst girls, of course, with the Buhler ties, now playing at OU. Granddaughter of the great Jim Baker. There's Natty inside, layup good. Boy, she's had a good fourth quarter.
Yeah, and good to see her just still playing hard.
43-31. Lead cut to 12. And a timeout of the floor. We'll take 30 seconds. Back after this, the Allen Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
HUTCHREC is your community recreation provider. We're passionate in bringing healthy living opportunities through our youth and adult sports, wellness and fitness classes, and several of our community events and races. We're also your community spirit provider, offering endless recreational opportunities at Dillon Nature Center, Senior Center at Elmdale Park, the Sports Arena, plus HUTCHREC downtown. See all of the community spirit and healthy living opportunities HUTCHREC provides your community at HUTCHREC.com and on our HUTCHREC Facebook page.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, Natty with 16, Gracie with 12, 43-31, 5:21 to play here in the game. Hesston with the lead. Yeah, the Dean Wades or Perry Ellis's are few and far between. As Bruggen gets the long inbound pass up the floor and lays it up and in, 45-31. Lead back to 14 with 5:07 to play. Here's Sammy inside, missed it, but Natty there to clean it up, back up and in.
Crayful's continuing to stack the points here, and Buhler back to 12.
Boy,
the first and third quarter, man.
That third quarter was tough. After that Gracie three, things just snowballed. There's a reach-in foul on Crayful, so that'll be her second.
I think Ella's looking a lot better than she did a second ago, too. And keep an eye on the end of that bench.
Hesston with the ball. This is Bruggen. Pass inside, stolen away by Baxter. Here comes Charlie the other way. Natty looking for two more. Spin move in the lane. Foul. She'll have two at the line.
And Crayful did such a good job. She caught down near the block. She waited for the defender to clear out before she turned to square up to the basket.
We're going to be shooting the rest of the game, too.
And there's 5 fouls in the corner on Hesston. So Natalia, she's been at the line quite a bit. And knocks in the first. Just continues to add to her stats.
I feel like we're doing pretty good at free throws in this game. I'll tell you the exact stat here in a second.
Closing in on 700 career points for Natalia Krafels.
I believe we've only missed 2 free throws, or excuse me, four, because.
No, we got 9 for 11.
45-35, it's a 10-point game. Still 4:21 to go. If we had a shot clock, Andrew, we'd be right in this.
There are ways around it. Sure would help to have Ella.
Here's Jaden Williams. That pass stolen away. And Claudia got a hand on it. Here comes Natty through traffic. Peter playing with some urgency now. Taylor right side, ball poked away. Well, and the whistles have started to go the other way too.
That's true. They heard you say the whistles haven't been very kind to us. I'm sure that's why they changed.
Just want some love, Mr. Official. That's all. Man, the officials have taken a pounding this week in the NFL. How do you handle that as a coach, Christopher? Because, I mean, oh, there's Charlie inside. She got tangled up. I think she's okay. Butt whistled for a travel. Because, yeah, you could, I mean, as a coach, you could zoom in on that one play and say, well, if that play had gone differently, but can't you say that about 100 different plays?
Yes. And in any game, any sport, everybody usually focuses on plays late in the game when there's a lot of times calls earlier that have just as much weight.
And when the narrative is one thing, whenever something happens to back it up, everybody's going to see it and notice it.
Deflection by Gracie, ball knocked out of bounds in front of the Hesston bench. It's going to stay with the Swathers. Well, outside of Kansas and Missouri, the entire country will be rooting for Philadelphia. Now reach in by Naya. Naya Sewell will pick up her third. And that Super Bowl coming up a week from Sunday. Hesston up 10, 3:26 to play. Swathers came in 10-0, Buhler 9-2. Crusaders have not lost 2 straight this year, only the 2 losses, including the Andover and last Saturday's SIT title game.
Yeah, that shot clock would be pretty nice about now.
It's a spot where I might be tempted to, coming out of that tough SIT, play a legitimate state title contender in Andover. As a coach, I wouldn't have minded seeing a cupcake on my schedule tonight.
Yeah. Tournament week's always a long week for the coaching staff and the girls.
Natty pokes the ball away over in front of the Hesston bench. It'll stay with the Swathers.
10-point game, 2:41 left. When do you start fouling? If they're running this much clock, something's got to happen. Go for the ball.
Yep. And utilize the players that aren't in foul trouble.
Aren't many of those. Hesston dribbling through traffic. There's McGill right side, out front, 3, short by Proctor. Naya somehow comes up with a rebound.
Great hustle by
and,
Naya.
They're going to call it off. Sammy out of bounds. She falling down inside, saved it to Sammy, but then Brooks.
Yeah, I think she was just right along the baseline and
not able to keep herself in bounds. Sewell out, Baxter back in. Coverage of Crusader basketball brought to you by Prairie Star Health Center, by Corinne, by DJ Kaufman Agency, and by First Team. .2:13 to go. There's McGill backside. Ball deflected, stolen away, and then a foul.
Yeah, good job by Claudia Taylor tipping the basketball. Baxter came up with it, and then Charlie got shoved right along the baseline.
Ava McGill is going to pick up the foul. That's going to put Charlie Baxter at the line, the senior.
Claudia's got her hand on a few here lately and really been in the right place at the right time when they didn't expect her to be. So getting to force a few turnovers on Hesston. Let me see, they have 6 in the quarter.
And Claudia and Charlie working together. Baxter misses that first free throw. One more to make it a 9-point game, and she does. Back to single digits. And a timeout by Hesston. 2:08 to play in the game. 45-36. 9-point game. Step aside, back in 30 seconds from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
Our family would like to welcome your family to Glenn's Bulk Food Shop and Gospel Bookstore. This is Glenda, and Ryan and I would like to say thank you for everyone who shopped with us this past year. We have seen many new faces, and we really appreciate your support of our small business. We continue to work hard to keep our shelves stocked so you can continue to have the products that you love.
We also constantly look to expand what we have for you. We are happy to say we just received around 20 new suite. Come see all that we have. Promise you won't be just Bulk Food Shop and Gospel Bookstore in Pleasantview, the little store that offers you more.
95.9 HKFM.
Coverage of Crusader basketball brought to you in part by Central Prairie Co-op, by Hutch Auto Body, by Heartland Wealth Strategies, and by Buhler Dental Care. 2:03 to go in the game. Hesston up by 9. Rough start to the game for Buhler. They got within 3 in the second quarter, within 3 in the third, but then Hesston turned turnovers into points. There's a shot inside, up and good by Abby Proctor. She's had herself a great game. 47-36, lead is 11, minute 39 to go. Here's Sammy forcing her way inside, contact and a foul. There have been a lot of hard plays
collisions
inside in this game. And Casey Mason got the worst of that one with Sammy Brooks.
Good to see Casey pop up. She fouls out.
Sammy Brooks, that's a tough collision.
Sammy truly is like a wall.
And she knocks in the first free throw. That's her first point of the night. 64% on the year at the line. She'll have one more with 96 seconds to play.
So Buhler's going to have to get some turnovers quick and quick buckets.
This, by the way, is just as Brooks makes 1 of 2 at the line. Rebound Hesston, 10-point game, 47-37. This just Heston's 3rd home game of the season. That's there's a steal. Krafels ahead to Ord. Gracie layup good.
Gracie having a great night scoring for Buhler.
47-39.
14 for her.
And it's an 8-point game with a minute 8 to play. Here's a 3, right corner missed. Long rebound loose. Gracie Ord comes up with it. Here comes Gracie up that floor, left to right. Off to Brooks. Fellas. And the ball out of bounds. And back to Hesston.
Buhler going to have to foul quick.
Brugan's got it up near the timeline. She's not who you want to foul. Off to Yoder. Back to Brugan. She handles the ball so confidently. And now they'll foul Abby Proctor. It reminds you a little bit of McPherson when over the years, just the way they play, the way they pass and defend.
They share the ball really well. And you talk about the passing. It's one of those things that on any given possession, think about how many players they have touch the ball. That's something that just seems like in the half court.
31 seconds to go. I know you got a foul here. I know. Just not sure it does a lot of good now.
I was just saying that to my mom earlier, is that Hesston really is for both guys and girls, they are the McPherson of 3A.
Aiden Williams hits the first at the line.
You guys see it? As Hesston being the McPherson of 3A.
They're good.
48-39, shot up, shot good. Claudia Taylor for 3.
First field goal of the night for
It's a
Claudia.
6-point game, 48-42, and now a foul with 14 seconds left. It's really a little triangle in McPherson County between McPherson and Mound Ridge and Hesston. Just the tradition that those schools have in basketball is very unique for that small of an area.
Is that the boys only loss? The Hesston boys only losses to Mound Ridge, is that right?
In the Trojan Classic Championship, yes. Bruggen misses the first here at the line and makes the second. 49-42. A 7-point game and a steal. Heston's going to win it. 11 seconds left. I think you can not foul here. Happy to see the fight in our kids. They fight back in that fourth quarter, make Hesston earn it. When you look at the difference in the game, even take away the slow start. Buhler hit the opening bucket of the third quarter. That 3 by Gracie that made it a 3-point game. Then Hesston went on an impressive run and stretched the lead all the way out to 42-24. And that is an 18-3 run that they went on in that third quarter. And that proves to be the difference in the game.
8th grade basketball teams.
49-42 is the final. Buhler did score 18 in the fourth quarter. Outscored Hesston 18-7. 49-42 the final. Buhler falls to 9-3 on the season. They've lost 2 in a row for the first time this year. And Hesston improves to 11-0. Stay tuned. Our Rise Up Reno postgame begins next here on HKFM.
Stay tuned for the Rise Up Reno postgame show. Rise Up Reno, streaming online at adastraradio.com and on the Ad Astra Radio app. 95.9 HKFM. The Buhler Crusaders play here.
Are you building a house?
A swimming pool?
Are your lights flickering?
Call Schmidt Electric.
That's Schmidt Electric. 620-960-6755. Schmidt Electric will take care of all your electrical needs.
Got Spock?
This is Jason Stallman with Stallman Ag Risk Management and the Sylvius Insurance Group. I take pride in partnering with my clients for all their crop, pasture, and livestock insurance needs. Stallman Ag Risk Management. Contact me today.
The Hutchinson Medicine Shop is entering its 25th year of current ownership. Rick Stone purchased the shop from previous owner Rod Smith in 2000. There were 6 local independent drugstores in Hutchinson at that time. Today, the Hutch Medicine Shop is the last man standing. Dating back to the first settlement in America, the local drugstore has been the staple of every community. We hope that you continue supporting the Medicine Shop and all local businesses in Hutchinson.
Hi, this is James with IdeaTech. We love bringing internet freedom to the residents and businesses of Buhler. IdeaTech is a proud supporter and the preferred internet provider of the Buhler Crusaders. As the Crusaders know, speed wins. We back up our lightning-fast internet with a customer-first philosophy. That means you will talk to a live person from our office in Buhler when you call in. If you're not already a customer, go to ideatech.com and click on Check Availability. Or you can call us at 620-543-5000 to inquire more about our services.
Livestock nutrition, pet food to feed and seed, grain storage and the vet supplies, tires and batteries, crop chemicals, fertilizers, bulk fuel and propane. Professionals to count on, we can help you sell that grain. One Stop does it all. CPC is who you call, where full value is always guaranteed. You get today's technology and yesterday's values. Call your Central Prairie Co-op team.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back here on our Rise Up Reno post game, Hesston wins it 49-42. Swathers jumped out to a 14-2 start in this game. Buhler came back and got within 3 twice in the second quarter. It was a 6-point game at halftime. Gracie Ord hit a 3 to start the third, made it a 3-point game again. But then from that bucket, Hesston outscored Buhler the rest of the third to stretch it to, at one point, an 18-point lead. It was 42-24 at the end of the third. Buhler clawed back within 6 late in the fourth, outscoring Hesston 18-7. They lose by 7 tonight, 49-42. That slow start, I think it took both teams a while to wake up, Chris. And you know, you're right there within 3, only down 6 at halftime. Really, it's that 5-minute stretch in the third quarter where Hesston went on that big run.
Yeah, because Buhler, scratched and clawed down the home stretch in the fourth quarter. Got some turnovers, knocked down some big shots, but the third quarter, and Buhler had a hole right out the gate in the first quarter, and like Andrew said earlier, first and third quarters tonight really were the bugaboo for the Lady Crusaders.
That was that 18-3 run in the third. Natty and Gracie both in double figures, but outside of that, they just didn't get a lot of scoring from anybody else tonight.
Yeah, some of the other starters for Buhler didn't score until late. And a lot of that wasn't because Buhler was just terrible at shooting. I mean, Hesston, we talked about, just extensive defense, really some great on-ball pressure, and really, Buhler does a good job of valuing the basketball this year, but they forced a lot of turnovers against the Crusaders tonight, and they made us pay at the other end by converting.
Injury to Ella Voss certainly hurt what she brings defensively, that mental toughness to this team. And sure hope she's okay.
Yeah, I mean, anytime players and teams get really tight and close, and seeing somebody pass out on the floor, they escorted her out. I mean, she left the gym early. I mean, so it's one of those.
She still looked very woozy at that point.
Yeah, I mean, anytime a teammate, a girl passing out, a player passing out, man, that was just spooky and scary. So we'll hope that Ella will be okay. But that was kind of something that you talk about it. Defensively, she's one of our best on-ball defenders that we have, and so losing her against the #1 ranked team in the state, that was a big loss when she went down tonight.
So Buhler will try and rebound on Tuesday. They get back-to-back home games. They haven't been home since January the 13th. It'll be good to be back in the field house. El Dorado on Tuesday, and Circle on Friday, but then we go on a stretch where we have 6 games left after that, and 4 of the 6 are on the road. So get to see a lot of Butler County coming up late in the year.
Yeah, and it's one of those, with the division we're in, there's lots of schools in Butler County, and with just the way the schedule falls, we're going to know that 254 route very well.
Thoughts on player of the game?
Man, I think either Ord or Crafels. They both had big nights for Buhler. I think you got to go with one of those 2 young ladies.
Can you do co-player of the game?
See, I feel like you can, but that's always like, I don't want to make the hard choice, so I'm going to.
Yeah, that's fine. Because they're both those seniors had a big night for Buhler. Both played really well.
Well, I was going to say it was a cop-out, but no.
No, it's okay. No, it's always tough with individual awards, and both those young ladies did it on both ends, offensive and defensive, and played to the final buzzer.
Our player of the game, the Whipco Steel Products. How about we give Natty the player of the game and give Gracie the play of the game? We'll split them.
Yep.
Whipco Steel Products, the expert in steel fabrication, online at WhipcoSP.com. That 3 that made it a 3-point game right at the beginning of the third. We'll make that our Happy Egg Company excellent play of the game. Visit happyeggfarms.com to learn how you can help feed America. final stats coming up. Final thoughts from Coach. First of all, Coach, just a hold your breath moment when Ella went down there in the first half, and I know she was looking pretty woozy after that, and we certainly hope that she's going to be okay.
Yep, I can assure you she is. Yep, she's going to be fine. She's a tough kid. She responded well. I thought the team responded to it well too, but obviously you care about them as kids first and their health, and we do know that she's going to be just fine. So she'll be back, and looking forward to having her back because she plays her heart out, man.
Yeah. Coach, I thought both teams came out in that first quarter and looked like they'd had a week off. It's just kind of what it felt like early. You get it going in the second quarter, and really you're right there. You're within 3 to start the second half, but that 5-minute stretch in the third quarter, they go on an 18-2 run, I think, and that was a tough stretch in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And I thought, that can always go 2 different ways. You get a big run like that, and it's a game of runs. We talk like that about that a lot, and I love the response to each one of them. Is that always in those situations, we close that gap from 18-6, and you blink there in the fourth quarter, and then it's a 2-possession game, and we burn that last time out. So that's what I was proud of, is the response. That's what we're going to build on. We're not going to look at we lose 2 games in a row. That's not how this team talks. We're on to the next one. We learn from every single loss. We're going to be resilient. We're going to be ready for the next 2 games we got next week. Homecoming on Tuesday, Circle on Friday. That's what we're getting ready for.
Well, probably, I don't know, fair to say the last 2 games back-to-back, those are the best defensive teams you'll see all year. And again, hopefully that builds, helps your team get better.
Absolutely. Our kids approach it the right way. They've got a lot of maturity. They understand these games make us better in the long run. We've got big goals for this team this season. All those goals are still intact. We're keeping our heads right. We're keeping our kids up. We're staying positive. We're getting ready for the next week. We're going to be back on the grind, ready to go.
Well, we haven't been home in over 3 weeks, so it'll be good to be home on Tuesday.
Yes, it will. Home sweet home. Jim Baker Fieldhouse.
All right, Coach. Well, I appreciate you giving us the update on Ella, and we'll see you on Tuesday.
I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
All right, we'll take a final time out here. Come back. Andrew will have final stats right after this on HKFM.
The Rise Up Reno postgame show. Rise Up Reno Prevention Network, promoting healthy youth behaviors and strengthening families. The Buhler Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
This is Darren Eddy with Ag 360 Insurance in Inman. For years, we've been known for our great service with our ag customers. But did you know we can handle your family or small business insurance needs as well? We would love an opportunity to sit down and visit with you about what we can do for you. As an independent agency, we can shop different coverage options for you. Stop by our office on Old K61 in Inman or give Cody Moores or myself a call today at 620-585-2128 or check us out online at ag360insurance.com.
You don't have to go out to the country to get quality collision repair anymore. Get it downtown. Hi, this is Colby with Hutch Auto Body, inviting you to check out our brand new, cutting-edge, professional shop. We're equipped with the latest tools to get you back on the road fast. Need repairs, an estimate, or a tow? Schedule anytime, 24/7, with our easy phone system or at hutchautobody.com. Call us today or stop by our shop in the iconic Yellow Cab McVeigh Building at Avenue A in Walnut. Hutch Auto Body, where quality meets convenience.
Newfelt's Flooring in Buhler. The city, light years out of the ordinary. Since first opening their doors in 1965, Newfelt's Flooring has offered one-of-a-kind flooring and accessories that perfectly together. That long and continues today. Budget, Neufeld help turn your dreams into realities. Visit their showroom at 110 West 2nd and Buhler and find Newfelt's Flooring online at newfelts.com.
Moving into independent living at Mennonite Friendship Communities means your address will change, but it also means your lifestyle can flourish. Not having to worry about home maintenance will give you more time to enjoy the activities, friends, and family that deserve your time. Plus, we can keep up with your active lifestyle. I'm Susan Nisley, and I want to share with you how you can get 3 months of services for free and start enjoying your new freedom. Contact me today for a tour and visit us online at mennowfriend.com. Mennonite Friendship Communities, enhancing the quality of life.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back here from Hesston, let's get our final fill-up of the girls' game, brought to you by Dick's Phillips 66. Every journey begins with a stop at Dick's. Andrew, what do you got for final numbers?
Well, Hesston came away with it by just 7 points. Buhler did pretty well shooting again, 48%, 14 for 29 from the field. But man, those turnovers, 28 for the Crusaders. Hesston had 16 of their own. Swathers out-rebounded the Crusaders 24-21, but 14 of Hesston's rebounds were on the offensive end. Buhler just had 5 offensive boards. Free throws, each team hit 11. Buhler was 11 for 15, Hesston 11 for 16. Buhler 3 for 11 from 3, Hesston 2 for 15 from 3. Natalia Krafels led the way in scoring for the Crusaders. 20 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, and a block. Gracie Ord, 14 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal. Then for scoring, tapered off real quick. Claudia Taylor with 3 points was your 3rd leading scorer. 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 steals for Claudia, and 1 block. Nia Sewell also had 3 points. She had 3 rebounds and 4 assists to go with that. Charlie Baxter, kind of a quiet night, scoring just 1 point, but she had 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals, and a block. Sammy Brooks with limited minutes in foul trouble, 1 point, 1 rebound. Jenna Lackey off the bench, no points, but she had 2 rebounds and 2 steals. Lillian Horn, Tori Tushin also got in, did not get a stat. Ella Voss had a rebound before she got hurt. And the Crusaders come up just short in this one. Those quarters that we talked about, 14-4. Hesston outscored the Crusaders in the first quarter. And in the third quarter, 18-6. Hesston outscored the Crusaders. But Buhler was able to come back, but couldn't quite have enough in the tank at the end. 49-42 is your final. Hesston wins.
All right, Abby Proctor led Hesston with 19. Kendall Brugan had 16. We'll get you ready for the guys' game next here on HKFM.
You're on the Midway Motors Drive to the Game. Streaming online at adastraradio.com and on the Ad Astra Radio app. 95.9 HKFM. The Buhler Crusaders play here.
The name Johnson Sheet Metal does not sound like a heating and air conditioning company, but Johnson Sheet Metal has been taking care of your comfort needs for over 100 years. Hi, this is Sarah Johnson, and through 4 generations, my family has specialized in the Lennox brand, but we service other makes and models as well. Today, we are still servicing and installing heating and air conditioning systems in Hutchinson and Reno County. Give Johnson Sheet Metal a call today at 620-662-0224.
Ocelots, eagles, and otters, oh my! Come see all the animals at the Hutchinson Zoo. Ride the train, visit the gift shop, or even host a birthday party. The Hutchinson Zoo creates experiences for children and families to learn, engage, and conserve the natural world. Plan your visit today by checking out hutchinsonzoo.org and follow Hutchinson Zoo on social media, located in Cary Park.
Looking for something to do? Check out the Hutchinson Zoo.
It's a brand new year and a brand new you. Get that body you've always wanted this year by eating more donuts. Body by Daylight Donuts. It's a new way of living that focuses less on stress and more on your smile. I know every time I eat a Daylight donut, I feel happier, and I wash it down with a great cup of coffee and a tall cold milk. I feel energized and ready to tackle the day. Body by Daylight. You can work out, or you can work it out by eating fresh Daylight Donuts. Online at HutchinsonDaylightDonuts.com.
Want a fast, easy way to recycle old scrap metal? Come to Scrap Management Industries. Pull up, get weighed, unload, and get paid. Simple as that. Recycle today for a better tomorrow at Scrap Management Industries in Hutchinson.
For all your general dentistry needs, head to Lyman Family Dental, next to Bank of the Plains on 30th in Hutch, now offering in-office teeth whitening. Lyman Family Dental, brightening smiles one visit at a time.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, back here from Hesston, boys coming up. Quick turnaround, about 90 seconds away from our boys game. So a few quick stats in our Erickson Custom Building game plan. Buhler coming in at 4-7, 1-3 in AVCTL 3 play. They salvaged their 3rd game at the SIT in 7th place in a gritty win over Wamego last Saturday, 58-51. And really won it at the free throw line. And the Crusaders on the season averaging 49 a game, giving up 54 and a half. Jacob Miller had a big game on Saturday with 22 points and 9 rebounds. Hesston 9-1, 3-0 in the Central Kansas League, ranked 6th in Class 3A under third-year head coach Garrett Roth. And they lost in their championship game at Hillsboro on Saturday. 35-31, Mount Ridge won the title there. Swathers shot just 35% from the field in that game, averaging nearly 50 a game and giving up only 33. So they've been stingy on defense this year, and they'll certainly be tough tonight. 18-4 last year, 113 wins over their last 5 seasons. Let's meet tonight's Heartland Wealth Strategies starting lineups. Discover your potential. Contact Monty Cross, 888-6485. For Hesston, coached by Garrett Roth, the 5'11 senior, number 4, Asher Dutchendorf. The 6'2 junior, number 11, Ty Unruh. The 6'6 senior, number 14, Reed Friesen. A 5'9 junior, number 22, Daniel Lumbreras. And a 6'5" sophomore, number 50, Drew Bartel. Again for Hesston, Dutchendorf, Unruh, Friesen, Lumbreras, and Bartel. For Buhler, under head coach Eric Tate in his first season, they look like this tonight. In that starting lineup at guard, a 5'10 junior, 0 Isaiah Heredia, averaging 8.5 points and 3 assists a game. At guard, a 5'9 senior, number 4, Mitchell McDaniel. He had 38 points in the SIT, averaging 11 points a contest. At forward, a 6'3 sophomore, number 11, Asher Zachary. Really felt like the SIT was kind of his coming out party, and played some of his best basketball. At guard, a 5'10 junior, number 1, Jared Miller, averaging 6 points, 4 rebounds a game. And at forward, a 6'1 junior, 24, Jacob Miller, averaging 10.5 points and 5 rebounds. So coach really changing the starting lineup tonight, and goes with a 3-guard look with Heredia, Miller, and McDaniel. Buhler in their road maroon uniforms, trimmed in black with white lettering. It'll be the home whites trimmed in black with black lettering for Hesston. And just like tonight's teams, 90 Cleaners can help you look like a winner. It's where to take your clothes. That stat, Chris, for Hesston, over the last 5 seasons, 113 wins, 9 losses.
Incredible.
It's insane.
Absolutely incredible.
And Hesston will win the tip from right to left. And inside, score it for Reed Friesen, and Hesston leads 2-0 here on KWHK Hutchinson.
Yeah, Hesston just been one of the incredible powers in both boys and girls in Class 3A.
McDaniel has it out high. Swings it left side, Heredia. Zay baseline and deflected away. And a steal taken away by Hesston, then a foul on McDaniel. So Andrew, I think with this Buhler team, how they come out early, the energy they play with early, seems to this year kind of dictate how things go for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and they got to build a little bit of momentum early, and they come off of a pretty tough, gutty win, and hopefully that can carry over, but it's going to be tough to do against Hesston.
Here's a 3 out on the perimeter, missed long by Ty Unruh. Rebound Buhler, and Jared Miller will come the other way with it. Miller across that timeline, right to left, right inside, little fadeaway, pretty turnaround shot for 2.
Nice looking bucket there by Jared Miller.
And a 2-2 game, 6:54 to play in the first. Going to get Jared Miller going. He had 9 on Saturday. He kind of gone a little bit quiet in the scoring effort. There's a bump down low. And an offensive foul is going to go against Reed Friesen. Friesen is their big dog. 6'6", a senior. And called for the push off inside, the offensive foul. Tied it 2 the other way. Buhler chance to grab the lead for the first time. Isaiah's got it in front court, right side to Asher Zachary. Out front to McDaniel, off a screen, rolls right, pulls up for the 3, and an out, no good. Rebound Friesen inside for Hesston. They get ahead to Unruh. They swing it far side, Dutchendorf. Asher off to Lumbreras, near side to Unruh. Down low, Bartel working against Miller. Kick out, Friesen for three, short. Rebound tapped about, taken by Hesston, put back by Asher Dutchendorf. And Hesston leads it 4-2. 5:56 to go here in the first. Jacob Miller in front court to our left. And Jakey drives and a kick out. Here's Heredia out high. Isaiah. Far side, Zachary. First start of his career for Asher tonight. And Jacob inside, good strong take. Shot up, shot missed, but a whistle and a travel.
Yeah, Bartel was moving his feet. Thought they were maybe going to get a foul on Bartel, but turnover goes against the Crusaders.
Packed house here tonight at Hesston. Crusader basketball brought to you by Schmidt Electric, by Dix Phillips 66, Idea Tech, and by Ag 360 Insurance. Shot blocked inside, taken away by Buhler. I think Miller got a hand on it.
So Buhler with a golden opportunity to try to keep pace with this Hesston team.
4-2 our early score. McDaniel left side circle. Mitchell with the ball overhead. Plays it off to Jacob Miller. Back to McDaniel. Screen three. That is short. Rebound Jacob Miller. Miller's going to go inside over Lumbreras. Missed. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Hesston.
So they'll stay with the Crusaders here in the half court. Let's see if they can gin up some offense here.
Good body control by Jacob Miller. Lumbreras tried to take that charge down low. And Jakey pulled up and shot it over. Heredia to play it in. Isaiah out high to Jared Miller near the timeline. 3 minutes gone by here in quarter number one in a 4-2 game. We had a slow start in our girls game too. Both teams eventually got it going. Here's Jakey Miller for three. Swishes in there, and Buhler has its first lead.
Good to see Miller getting off to a good start here with the first tray of the game.
4:41, excuse me, to play in the quarter. 5-4 Buhler. Ball knocked loose, saved by Hesston in their half court. They rotate it far side circle to Reed Friesen. Friesen. Down low, Bartel. Boy, he takes up a ton of room inside. Layup good. Just a sophomore at 6'5". And he gives Hesston a 1-point lead, and we've got a timeout on the floor. 4:20 to go in the quarter. 6'5", Hesston by 1. Back in 30 seconds, the Allen Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
To enjoy a fun event can be difficult after the loss of a loved one. Unanswered questions, feelings of stress and grief are only natural. As the owner and director of Inman Funeral Home, I bring over 25 years of experience bringing comfort and empathy during time of loss. Rely on me to guide you through all aspects of planning a funeral service with compassion, dignity, and respect. I'm Athena Johnson with Inman Funeral Home. Find me at inmanfh.com.
95.9 HKFM.
Coverage of Crusader basketball from Hesston tonight brought to you by Newfeld's Flooring, by Johnson Sheet Metal, by Daylight Donuts, and by Inman Funeral Home. Garrett Roth is, of course, a former player here at Hesston.
I'm old enough I remember calling his games, Aaron, as you probably do as well.
But he has carried this tradition right from where he picked it up. From Coach Raleigh, who was here a long time and had a ton of success. Floater in the lane. Isaiah rattles in there for Heredia.
Good to see Isaiah get involved in the scoring, and Buhler back with the lead.
7-6 our score. Back to the other end. Here's Dutchendorf, right side. Far side, Unruh. Out front three, and that is Gavin Larson off the bench, and he swishes it home. And Hesston back in front, 9-7.
Kid ran onto the court just right where everything was going on.
Just wanted to be part of the action. Julian Morrison's going to check in here. Asher Zachary goes out. Blake Hansen will check into the Hesston lineup, replacing Asher Dutchendorf. Extra credit if you can spell Dutchendorf.
Pass.
I think I can.
Without cheating. Here's Jared Miller. Plays it to Heredia. It is deflected away. It'll stay with Buhler. That is Deutschendorf.
My 2 years of high school German at Buhler High.
Deutschendorf.
Is that the first time you've used your 2 years of German?
It doesn't come in handy very often. Frau Kreckel.
Well, here's
give a shout out to her.
Okay.
A little bit of
when that Astra trivia.
a little bit that you didn't want to know. His older brother Cole did play-by-play for us for a while. Jacob Miller inside, shot blocked, out of bounds. And last touch by Hesston. Now Luke Holmberg checking into the Buhler lineup, and Jared Miller will go out. Jarek Humphreys checking into the Hesston lineup. Right side, Heredian, 9-7, Hesston by 2. 3:07 to go in the first. There's a take by Isaiah, missed, but a foul. They'll have 2 at the line. I always say, you have a name like Deutschendorf. It has a lot of letters. In kindergarten, you're thinking, whoa.
Yeah.
Probably makes you a better speller, though, doesn't it?
If it's German, I think you kind of throw stuff out the window.
Andrew's over here trying to figure out how to spell ep, so.
That's right. I'm still working on it. I'll get it one day.
Is that with 2 P's or 1? Isaiah missed the first free throw at the line. 66% on the year. And the second in and out, no good. It stays 9-7. Hesston with a rebound. Swathers by 2.
Well, if Buhler can just keep matching the intensity of Hesston, try to just stick with these guys. The longer they can hang around, the better their chances.
Here's Friesen. Right side, Humphreys. Inside, stripped. Blake Hansen is going to go to the line for 2.
Julian Morrison's going to get the reach-in foul. Be the first trip to the line for Hesston of any sort.
When I realized spelling was not my strong point, I misspelled beautiful in a spelling bee. And that was the end of my spelling bee career.
Well, how old were you when that happened?
I really couldn't.
You're like a first grader. I don't think that's anything to hang your head at.
Yeah, I really couldn't tell you. Needless to say, my spelling is not beautiful. Hansen misses the first at the line.
We're in a pronunciation business, not a spelling business. There you go.
He missed them both. So both teams trading free throw misses. McCade Zachary now into the Buhler lineup. And Buhler's got it back down to 9-7, 2:30 to go here in the first. Luke Holmberg, right side circle, out front to Jacob Miller. Jakey off a screen, inside, in traffic, and what do we got?
Be a foul on the floor, I believe. Official down low wanted to call that. The one over on the side wanted to call travel.
Yeah.
He's going to win.
And the official on the side is going to win.
If anything, the ball got knocked out of his hand. That's any regained possession, so I don't even know.
Jacob's going to go to the bench.
You could tell the baseline official, he was getting ready to signal a foul call.
Had a few of those today.
Jacob goes to the bench. Asher Zachary back in. Hesston by 2. Here's Ty Unruh. Right side. Plays off to Deutschendorf. Deutschendorf tried to feed it to the other wing and didn't have a teammate over there. Ball out of bounds right in front of the Buhler bench, and we're going back the other way, so we trade turnovers.
So my dad always told me that German words can be like a 7-word English phrase all put into one. So I don't know if that happens for last names too, but.
It's a tough foul now on Hansen, guarding Zachary out near the timeline. And that is going to be on Blake, his first, team's third. Hansen goes out with that foul. Lumbreras back in. Far side, pass to McCade is picked off. Deutschendorf got it. And then the official got bumped into and went flying, and now we're going to have a stoppage of play to make sure Mr. Official.
Yeah, his hand.
Getting some odd injuries today.
It's been a contact kind of night.
You guys good up there? Up here?
Yes.
So far. So now we have a.
Yeah, that official took a big spill.
Yeah, the older you get, the harder those are to get up from. Well, an unusual injury timeout as our official got ran into, and he was sprawling out of bounds, and giving him a minute to catch his breath. Injury timeouts this year brought to you by Pile Law. If you've been injured at work or in a motor vehicle accident, call Pile Law 241-9000. Tom works to get you the benefits you deserve. If the injuries reach up this far, we've got a problem. Yeah,
Yes.
well, we do have an injured pin here.
Yeah. It's the second time this pin's done this to me this year.
Well, it's those dollar pins you buy, man.
You mean Dollar General doesn't have the nicest pins in town?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Do you need a pen?
Perhaps. That way I don't look like I'm an animal
Here.
surviving an oil slick.
Let you borrow a pen.
Thank you.
Well, good to see Mr. Official is okay. And we resume play. Hesston with the ball in half court. Minute 51 to go here in the first. Far side, Dutchendorf. They'll feed it right wing, Lumbreras. Down low, Humphreys.
3 seconds.
And 3 seconds in the lane. We're going back the other way. This Hesston team has good length. 6'6", 6'5" inside. They really want to feed the post.
And that sophomore's not skinny. Yeah, I feel like we've seen a handful of pretty big, both sturdy and tall, young players from the other teams so far this year.
Well, the amazing thing, lots of non-scoring possessions for both these squads. Buhler with a chance to tie.
There's McCain inside with a circus shot. And they're going to wave it off. Lumbreras takes the charge. He tried to do that earlier against Jacob Miller and didn't get away with it. But he'll bait McCain into one. I feel like just like in the girls' game, slow start. Again, feels like these two teams have had a week off. 9-7, 2-point game. Minute 19 to go here. Here's Friesen. Passes out of a double team. Up top, Unruh. Buhler in a man-to-man. Right side, Lumbreras. Friesen, they'll swing it far side, Dutchendorf. Asher cut off. Out to Friesen on the wing. Minute 3 to go in the quarter. Here's Lumbreras. Shot fake. Bartel far side. Has to try to break the code of this man-to-man defense. Unruh inside, but called for a travel.
Wow. We've been stuck at 9-7 in this game.
A long time.
Feels like an eternity.
I kind of don't mind that.
No.
Hesston likes to slow people down, and I don't mind being in a game close that's low scoring against this type of a team.
Kevin Larson hit that three at the 3:37 mark. Now down to 50 seconds to go in the quarter. So
yeah, Hesston averaging under 50 points a game.
So we've had 3.5 minutes without a point from either team. Mitchell McDaniel, both Millers back in. Here's Jarrett inside. And another offensive foul.
Hit him with the charge.
First person on Jared Miller.
Both teams have been charged with offensive violations here in this quarter. Hesston with the ball. They'll feed it to Friesen at the free throw line. He's isolated on Asher. Gets good help from Mitchell. Goes over the other side. Shot short over top of Zachary. Good help defense there.
So Buhler still with a chance to tie or take the lead.
17 seconds to go in the quarter. Asher, Zachary, left side circle. Off to McKay. Back up top to Asher. Far side to Jared Miller. Miller got his defender in the air. Gets the three off and makes it. Jared Miller with 5 in the quarter, and Buhler will take a 1-point lead to the end of the first. 10-9 Crusaders. We've gone 3.5 minutes without a basket from either team. And Jared Miller with our Happy Egg Company excellent play of the game. Visit happyeggfarms.com to learn how you can help feed America. 10-9 after 1. Back in a minute. The Allen Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
This is Annette with Annette KF Insurance. Inflation is hitting us hard, so it's a good time to review the cost and coverage of your auto and homeowners insurance. As an independent agent, I represent Goodville Mutual, and several other fine companies. Stop by Annette Epp Insurance in Hutchinson at 2500 North Main, Suite E, or call 620-662-4900.
Hi, I'm Ryan Page with First Bank Kansas. We go beyond banking to support rural communities and agriculture. Our ag lending team has hands-on experience in farm operations, giving us the insight to serve the needs of your operation. At First Bank Kansas, we look for ways to say yes. Whether it's lines of credit, machinery financing, or investments in livestock or farm real estate, we've got you covered. We're more than a bank. We're your partner in agriculture. Our loans are tailored for your farming and ranching needs. At First Bank Kansas, we know ag. To learn more, visit fbkag.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, through one quarter here in our guys' game. And Buhler with a slim 10-9 lead on that three by Jared Miller. And Buhler will have the ball to start quarter number 2. McCade Zachary has got it. Feeds it near side to Asher. Back out high to McCade. Hesston in there man-to-man. Right side, Mitchell McDaniel. Low scoring game. We went over 3.5 minutes. Either team unable to score a point. Hesston, their last basket, 3:37 to go in the first quarter. They haven't scored since. Here's Jared on a nice take inside and the finger roll with the left hand.
He's having a great first half. 7 points for the junior.
12-9, make it a 3-point lead for the Crusaders. 7:15 to go here in the half. Right side now, Carter Gonzalez is checked into the game for Hesston. In the corner, three on the way. Larson missed. Rebound tapped about, taken in that line. Ooh, it went off. Jacob Miller kind of pinballed in there. I thought Buhler was going to get it, but it zips out of bounds off of Jacob Miller. And Hesston will have it again on the baseline. Larson to play it in. Far side of the basket. Minute into our second quarter. And Ty Unruh has the ball out high. They zip it in to Gonzalez. Out to Friesen on a shot fake. Kicks right side, Dutchendorf. Here's Gonzalez. Inside, gets tied up with Jacob Miller. And we've got a jump ball. The arrow will keep it with Hesston.
It's kind of a bummer they blew the whistle that quick because Jake came out of that with the ball, but enough for a tie-up.
It's a little linebacker on linebacker crime right there.
Yes.
There's Friesen inside. Boy, good position for Reed that time, and lays it up and in.
And Friesen, such soft hands for a big man.
12-11, back to a 1-point game. And Buhler the other way, Jared Miller. Here's side McDaniel. Mitchell pull up in that lane. Jumper good.
First field goal tonight for McDaniel.
14-11. Buhler again by 3. Hesston back in the half court. Friesen out high with it.
6th ranked team in Class 3A. Buhler doing a great job hanging tough.
There's a nice floater in the lane by Ty Unruh. It's 14-13. Well, it's been back and forth all game long so far. Here comes Jared Miller quickly up the floor. He's going to go right inside and over Gonzalez with a turnaround. Shot missed. Rebound loose. I think they're going to get Jacob Miller on the shove.
Yeah, he didn't have position established. Tried to bang away to get the rebound, and thankfully it's just his first foul of the game.
Isaiah Heredia will return. McCade Zachary goes out. 6:05 mark here. Coverage of Crusader basketball brought to you by Annette Epp Insurance, by the Buhler Booster Club, by Wifco's Dough Products, and by Prairie Bank of Kansas. Dutchendorf, they'll swing it far side to him. Out high to Larson. Now right side, Unruh on a drive, pulls up and sticks it in. 15-14, Hesston by 1. 5:44 to go here before halftime. Here's McDaniel up the near side of the floor. Mitchell, he'll try the three. Couldn't bank it in. Rebound Hesston.
Buhler last couple possessions have settled for kind of some fadeaway shots that haven't fallen.
Friesen cut off on a drive. Now Dutchendorf hard inside. And did he step out of bounds? Yes, he did.
Nah, they're going to get Mitchell.
Rats.
Second personal on
Second on McDaniel. He's going to come out along with Miller and Zachary. McCade Zachary, Julian Morrison, and Luke Holmberg all check back in. Here's a three by Larson. It's good.
God, there's a lot of action going on off the ball for Hesston's offense, isn't there?
18-14, lead grows to 4. It's the largest either team has had tonight. Zachary, that's McCade in front court with it. Off to Morrison, in that lane to Jacob Miller. Miller against Friesen. Shot blocked out of bounds, but a foul.
Good job by Jacob Miller, just going strong to the rack.
He's certainly every bit as strong as Friesen, but you look at that 6'6" frame of Friesen. That's tough to shoot over. They call that foul from behind on Gavin Larson, his second, and Jacob Miller hits the first free throw. Speeder's first free throw make of the night, just their third try.
Now they just need to make, 16 in a row to match their total.
And 17 of 19 is pretty good.
Yeah.
And Jakey had it roll in and out. No good. 1 of 2 at the line. It's a 3-point game. 18-15. Hesston by 3 with the ball. 4:50 to play here in the half. Lumbreras back in there. He's got it right side. They'll swing it over to Humphreys. Into Friesen. Quick turnaround off the window. So you give Reed Friesen good position, and he is tough to stop.
Fortunately. Go ahead.
Hesston by 5. Here comes Jacob Miller. Nice pass into Morrison. Shot blocked for the foul.
Yeah, they're going to hit Reed Friesen with his second personal. Went up and got a piece of Morrison.
You're given opportunities, you got to make your free throws, especially in a close game.
Yeah. A tough team like Hesston on the road, these free throws all game long going to be big for Buhler.
It looks like Morrison's going to miss the first. 61% of the year. Well, that gets Friesen to the bench. Caden Landis, 6'2" sophomore, will come in. Let's see if Jacob Miller maybe can take advantage of Friesen not being in there. Morrison makes 1 of 2 at the line. 4-point game again, 20-16. 4:23 to go before halftime. Hesston up the floor with the ball in the lead. This is Unruh. Lumbreras. They feed it into Landis. Landis working on Jacob Miller and spun around him, up and in. Sophomore showing some nice moves.
Yeah, really good body control by Landis, keeping his balance as he spun and shot.
Hesston has stretched it out to 6 now. Here comes Zahir Haredi on the crossover. His floater inside. The soft touch up and in.
Good little floater in the paint.
22-18. Hesston back deep. Ball knocked away. Stolen away by Jacob Miller. Plays it ahead. Here comes Isaiah. In that lane of McCade Zachary. Up top, Jacob Miller. Catch and shoot on the 3. Short. Rebound Casey Landis for Hesston. That would have been a big hit. Gotten it back to a 1-point game.
No kidding. It's one of those, if Buhler can just close out this half, keeping it close.
All right, Bartel inside, so strong, wave off the basket. They call a foul on the floor on Julian Morrison.
I feel like that really could have been
continuation.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're pretty fortunate there.
Well, I guess they felt like Bartel really kind of went old school Shaq there, taking it back to the basket, just clearing space.
Foul the second on Julian. And Coach Tate wanting to get a couple of subs in here as Jared Miller and Asher Zachary will return. Jacob Miller. Somebody else has got to go out too. Julian Morrison.
So Asher's got the task of guarding Bartel in there.
Gives up a little bit of size. Now pass deflected, but then saved. Layup good by Landis.
Landis making his presence be known here in these minutes after Friesen got into foul trouble.
He's got 2 buckets. There's Holmberg, fouled right side, reaching on Jarek Humphreys.
First personal on Jarek Humphreys.
How many of these guys are on the all-name team? I got a few.
24-18, 2:59 to play here in the half, and Jared Miller has it poked away out of bounds. They're going to say it was deflected off Jared, I guess. It's going to be Hesston ball. Well, Buhler's got to find a way to weather this stretch. Down 6, 2:55 to go.
You know what it always comes down to for Hesston when they make little runs like this? Good defense and really good fundamentals offensively. It's pretty basketball.
This is a 9-4 Hesston run. There's a deflection on a pass, but a reach-in foul. And that'll go against the Crusaders.
Yeah, Jared Miller, so that'll be his second personal, 4th foul. So another thing, the next foul committed by Buhler will put Hesston on the stripe for the remainder of the half.
Jared's going to go out, Jacob Miller back in.
So both teams with 2 players with 2 fouls.
Hesston to play it in up top, 2:41 to go here in the half. Here's Bartell, strong take, layup good. 26-18, Buhler in need of a basket as the lead is stretched 2-8. Far side, McCade Zachary. Isaiah off that left side circle. Plays it out to Jacob Miller. Now Zachary on a steal. Hesston ratcheting up the defense. Unruh inside shot blocked, and an offensive foul. Charge taken inside by McCade Zachary.
Great job by McCade, just hanging tough in there, is coming right down the lane at him as Ty Unruh, and McCade didn't back down an inch, and he draws the charge from Hesston.
I would have to look, but I would assume McCade leads our team in charges taken this year. He's really put himself in good position a lot. Against big dudes sometimes too.
Buhler's still looking for a basket. They haven't scored here in a little stretch, down 8. McCade's got it out high. Plays it to his brother Asher in the corner. Isaiah catch and shoot 3, rims long. Long rebound, Hesston. 3's not falling for the Crusaders. There's Gonzalez with it. Out high to Unruh. Far side Bartell. Most of this damage for Heston's been done right around the rim. Now pass too deep, and it takes Landis out of bounds. Turnover on the Swathers.
Good, because Isaiah was, he had gotten on. Who was posting him up there? 34. 34 had Isaiah on his hip pretty good, and we're fortunate that didn't turn into a bucket.
Buhler will inbound with 1:20 to go here before halftime. Here's Isaiah Heredia. Across the timeline with a right-handed dribble.
Carter Gonzalez, 34. Is he a linebacker? Is that what you guys said?
Well, he could be. There's McCade Zachary in the corner to Luke Holmberg. Holmberg off to Miller, 58 to play. Out front, Heredia. Almost turned it over. Saved to Asher, left side 3, missed. Rebound, Luke in that lane and tied up. And on the arrow, it'll stay with the Crusaders with 44 to play.
Good hustle made there by Holmberg, hauling down that contested rebound.
Landis goes out, replaced by Humphreys. Asher Zachary's going to be the inbounder. Into Heredia. Isaiah, floater right side baseline, rattles it in there.
Good to see the Crusaders cut it to 6. Let's see if they can get a stop defensively.
26-20. Hesston might decide to hold for the final shot of the half here.
You think?
Humphreys, right side to Dutchendorf. Dutchendorf, long pass in the corner. Larson missed on the 3. Rebound tapped about, taken by Hesston, but blocked. Humphreys shot blocked, taken away the Crusaders in 13 to play here. They could potentially get it to a one-possession game. Isaiah on the crossover inside, in and out, no good. That'll get us to halftime. At halftime, Hesston on their home floor by 6, 26-20. They outscore Buhler by
Recognizing the members of the 1985 3A State Championship Boys Basketball.
a score of 13-10 in quarter number 2. 26-20 at the half. Coverage of Crusader basketball brought to you by Blue Stem Communities, by the Hutchinson Zoo, First National Bank, and by Scooters Coffee. Our Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report is coming up on HKFM.
Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report. Prairie Bank of Kansas, your locally owned full-service bank since 1886. The Buhler Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
Hi, this is Jen Stallman with the Buhler Booster Club. The Booster Club supports all student activities and athletics at Buhler High School. Be sure to follow the Crusader Closet and Booster Club on Facebook for events and new Crusader apparel arrivals. We are excited to be able to accept credit card payments at our concession stands this year. Buhler Booster Club is grateful for the continued support from our generous donors.
Hi, it's Aaron West, voice of the Crusaders. Ad Astro Radio is a proud Buhler Booster Club member.
Bank of the Plains, founded in 1906, has kept its tradition of serving fellow Kansans with integrity and innovation. Today, the bank continues to uphold these same values as they did 117 years ago. We'd like to visit with you in person, so please come by 517 East 30th in Hutch to learn more. Making your success simple, Bank of the Plains, an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
It's halftime. While the players are getting ready for the second half in the locker room, it's time to give you the Ad Astra Radio halftime report. The Kansas City Royals made some big free agency news as they bring in a star relief pitcher, Carlos Estevez. He signed a 2-year, $22 million deal guaranteed, which includes a $13 million option for a third year, or if he is declined by the Royals, a $2 million buyout. The deal is still pending a physical, but should he join, it is a key pickup for the pitching staff. The Royals wanted to get Estevez as part of the trade deadline last year. However, they ended up getting Lucas Ursig, who turned out to be a star closer for the Royals. Now the Royals will have both Estevez and Ursig. Estevez last year was a closer for the Angels, having 20 saves with a 2.38 ERA before being traded to Philadelphia. He finished the entire season with a 2.45 ERA in 54 appearances. Coming up tomorrow, we'll also have college basketball action as Sterling College will be on the road against Tabor over in Hillsboro. But we'll give you coverage of that game on Kansas Rocks 100.3 tomorrow, with pregame coverage starting at 4:45. The women will tip off at 5 and then the men at 7. The Jayhawks and the Wildcats are also in action tomorrow. First off, for K-State, they have a tough road test ahead of them as they head to Hilton Coliseum to face the third-ranked Iowa State Cyclones. K-State is coming off of 2 straight Big 12 victories, both of which being at home, while Iowa State is currently 17-3 on the year, 7-2 in conference play. They are also a perfect 11-0 at home and have won 29 games in a row at Hilton Coliseum, which is the second largest streak currently in the country. However, Iowa State did lose in shocking fashion on Monday against Arizona in overtime, so they'll look to bounce back on Saturday. The game is scheduled for tip-off at 1 o'clock and will air on ESPN2. The Kansas Jayhawks will also be on the road. They'll be down in Texas in Waco to face off against the Baylor Bears. The 11th-ranked Jayhawks are going against a Baylor team who is receiving votes in the top 25 and are coming off of an overtime loss at BYU on Tuesday. Meanwhile, KU is coming off a close win at home on Tuesday, 91-87, where they defeated UCF, but they did so without their star point guard DeJuan Harris, who was sidelined due to an injury. Head coach Bill Self said he's not 100% sure if he will play on Saturday, but if he does not, then he'll look for Shaq Moore to provide more energy. They did see the return of KJ Adams on Tuesday after he missed the previous 3 games. Coach Self said he had no concern after Adams said that he felt a little bit sore after Tuesday's game, so he should be good to go. That game will start at 3 o'clock and will air on ESPN. You can also hear coverage locally on 94.7 KSKU, as coverage will begin at 1:30 with the Crimson and Blue Show. That's your halftime report. More basketball coverage is coming up next.
The Scooters Coffee Mom of the Game. Register your mom for a chance to win a Scooters Coffee gift card. Learn more at AdAstraRadio.com. from Scooter's Coffee in Hutchinson and McPherson and Hutchinson's 95.9 HKFM.
Each and every day, WIFCO steel products are trusted to provide access and infrastructure for a wide range of purposes. For more info on what WIFCO can do for you, go to wifcosp.com. WIFCO Steel Products, the experts in steel fabrication.
Taking your motorcycle out this weekend? This is Janet Dick, inviting you to stop by our locally owned Dick's Phillips 66. At Dick's, we offer the non-alcohol premium fuel your bike prefers, grab-and-go food options, and friendly service. Every journey begins with a stop at Dick's Phillips 66, 4th and Stevens in Hutch.
Most of us wonder, is our home really safe? But let's be honest, sometimes it's easier not to know. At Service Plus Electrical, we created the Safe Home Survey, our in-home assessment that gives you a step-by-step path toward a safer home. And we're offering it for a donation of any amount to our Spread the Light program, so you can protect your home while supporting a great cause. Don't let fear keep you in the dark. Visit ServicePlusElectrical.com to schedule your survey today. That's ServicePlusElectrical.com.
Call Hutch Towing and Recovery for 24/7 statewide towing and roadside assistance services. Discounts available for first responders and veterans. Call 620-474-3911 for Hutch Towing and Recovery. Let us hook you up.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, they honored the 1985 Hesston champions here at halftime tonight, guys. So just so you know, in 1985, when those now 58-year-olds were The Goonies was the #1 movie at the box office. Wham had the #1 hit on the radio with Careless Whisper.
Yeah.
Well, and of course, the most important thing.
Mike Tyson made his professional debut as a boxer. And Microsoft released Windows 1.0.
Did the Royals do anything that year?
That's what I was going to say. The most important thing.
Royals won the World Series.
Oh.
Back in the day.
Well, 26-20. It's just a 6-point game at half, Christopher. Buhler hanging tough. Despite that little 12-3 stretch in the second quarter, just got to keep fighting.
Yeah, no, I guarantee you that the Hesston locker room was not as happy, even though they led at the half, as the Buhler locker room, because Buhler's hanging tough with a ranked team in Class 3A that only has one loss. And so, I mean, if the Crusaders can keep kind of the tempo the way it is and, stay out of foul trouble, Jared Miller and Mitchell McDaniel both have 2 fouls. It's going to be really imperative that neither of them pick up that 3rd foul quickly here in this 3rd quarter.
Nintendo was invented in 1985, too. Okay. Just so you know. Mario, all right.
Oh, yeah.
Andrew, what do you got for first half stats?
It's a weird feeling game because there's just not a lot on the stat sheet in terms of high numbers. But you get that with the low scoring game. Hesston 26, Buhler 20. Again, no shot clock in this one. Crusaders 8 for 18 from the field. That's 44%. Rebounds fairly even. Hesston 9, Buhler 7. Turnovers, Buhler 7, Hesston 6. Asher and McCade both took a charge in the first half. 2 players from Hesston took a charge as well. Crusaders just 2 for 6 from the free throw line. Hesston 0 for 2. Buhler 2 for 8 from 3. Hesston 2 for 6. Offensive rebounds. Each team has a couple, and 2 players each for these teams with 2 fouls in the first half. Jared and Julian both have 2 fouls. Number 14, Friesen. Number 5, Larson for Hesston have 2 fouls as well. Jared Miller leads the way in scoring for the Crusaders with 7 points. He has 1 rebound, 2 assists. Isaiah Heredia has 6 points, 1 assist. Jacob Miller, 4 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks. And Mitchell McDaniel, 2 points, no other stats. Julian Morrison, 1 point, 1 assist. Luke Holmberg, no points, but 2 rebounds. Asher Zachary, no points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. And McCade Zachary, the only thing he has on here is 1 charge taken. So still just a 6-point Hesston lead at half.
All right, 6 for Gavin Larson, 6 for Reed Friesen for the Swathers. Tell you what, let's take a 30-second timeout back at the studio. 30 seconds, back second half next on HKFM.
Is hospice care right for you or your loved one?
Hospice and Home Care of Reno County can help guide you through those difficult decisions, offering guidance and support, whether it be at home, in a care facility, or in the comfortable surroundings of Hospice House. We are your friends and neighbors, caring about our community and the people who live here. That's why you can depend on us for compassion and support at the end of life. Hospice and Home Care of Reno County, your local not-for-profit agency serving a 50-mile radius of Hutchinson. We care how you live.
95.9 HKFM.
All right, back here a second. And by the way, just to wrap up the 1985, I would have been just about to turn 6 in Mrs. Meshach's kindergarten class in South Haven.
Wow.
The big city.
So I'll make you feel old. I was in preschool then. At Christ Care Preschool on North Monroe.
Who won the national championship in college football that year, and who was the Heisman Trophy winner?
I have no idea. I don't know.
A former Royal was the Heisman Trophy winner.
Bo?
Yes, and Oklahoma was the champion.
Bo knows. All right, Hesston ball up 6. Going right to left. Here's Dutchendorf on a 3, and he rattles it in. Just his second bucket tonight.
The lead back out to 9, and Hesston throwing some full court pressure to try to mix things up a little.
Jared Miller tried a 3 in the left corner, missed. Rebound Hesston. Up that floor, Lumbreras, right side Friesen. Left side Dutchendorf. Peter's got to gin up some offense here. Here's Friesen across the free throw line. He'll try a 3, left side, missed long. Rebound Asher Zachary. Plays it ahead to Isaiah Heredia. Far side McDaniel. In front, Jacob Miller. Jacob drives, kicks. Isaiah 3, in and out, no good. Boy, we have struggled from beyond the arc in this game.
Got a couple good looks to start the half.
Wow. Shot swatted out of bounds, coming the other way by Asher Zachary.
That was as clean.
It'll stay on Heston's end. They'll play it in on the baseline. Lob into Friesen. Friesen against Asher. And up and in. It's a tough guard for Asher Zachary.
They got patient post moves down there, too. They do a really good job teaching their kids how to
lead up
maneuver.
to 11. McDaniel the other way in the lane. Floater won't go, but a whistle and a foul call that should put Mitchell at the line for 2.
The first foul of the entire second half for either squad.
McDaniel had 2 points in the first half. First trip to the free throw line, shooting 65%. Mitchell at the stripe, and the first rattles in.
Mitchell, one of the better free throw shooters for the Crusaders. I believe leads the team in overall percentage.
McDaniel with one more, and he got them both. First points of the second half for Buhler. Make it 31-22, back down to a 9-point game. All deflected and a steal, and knocked it out of the hands of Drew Bartel. See if they can capitalize. Here comes Isaiah across that timeline.
Good job by the Miller brothers helping to force that turnover.
Jared's got it out high, feeds it far side. Zay, he'll try another 3, and he makes it!
Big basket.
One was bound to go down here.
31-25, they've cut it to 6. 6:06 to go in the third. They go back to work with Friesen with his back to the bucket. Out to Unruh on the wing. Here's Dutchendorf on a drive and kick. They won't take the open 3. Friesen passed it up. Unruh's going to drive inside off the window. No, but a whistle and a foul call. And that'll put Unruh at the line for 2.
God, 3 on Jared.
Wow.
3 on Jared Miller.
I didn't see where the foul happened. I know there's a lot of action down there, but.
So Ty Unruh at the line, and he knocks in the first. This is just the third and fourth free throws attempted in the game for Hesston. They were 0 of 2 in the first half.
Yeah, this has been a game that's been fairly free of free throws.
Are you saying we need to foul more, Aaron?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not. Jared Miller out, McCade Zachary in. Unruh makes both. He's got 6 points in the game. And it's 33-25. Lead is 8. 5:46 to go in the third. McCade with it far side off the skip, and it was kicked. Kicked over there by Ty Enru.
You know, sometimes we see a ball bounce off of a leg and it's a play on. They made sure that was not a play on. That was kicked pretty strong.
No kicking in basketball.
Usually. Dennis Rodman knows that, but that's a different deal.
Here's Asher Zachary with it, right side circle. Pass stolen away. Lumbreras lost the handle, but they're going to call a foul.
And I believe Mitchell just picked up his third.
I think it's McCade.
He gets Zachary for his second.
Glad I was incorrect there, because that would have been a bummer.
Pass into Gonzalez. He has to give it up. Up top, Dutchendorf. Asher drives out of the wing. Gonzalez for three. Missed. Boy, Friesen so tall, so long. Puts it back up and in on the offensive rebound.
Friesen double figures now with 10.
35-25. Mitchell scattered far side, slings it right side circle to Isaiah. Zay in that lane, gets tangled up. And a foul on Hesston.
Maybe it'll be on Friesen.
They got Gonzalez.
It is on Gonzalez. Carter Gonzalez with his first.
It's one of those, had it gone against Friesen, that could have been very beneficial for them.
Julian in and Asher out. Dennis Rodman, he was a rebounding machine.
That he was.
Entertainment machine as well.
Yeah. Three in the corner, Heredia missed. Rebound Hesston. Part of one of those great Bulls teams. Now they go back to work with Friesen. Wow. And his pull-up game is strong. Friesen showing off a little bit here in the third quarter. He's got 12.
You know, Rodman, you take away the antics, has a little bit of Sammy Brooks in his game, or did. I could say that. I said take away the antics, right?
Floater in the lane, missed by Heredia. Rebound, Jacob Miller. Put back, no. Rebound, Hesston.
Jacob did a great job of following the shot. Just couldn't
ahead,
finish.
Dutchendorf. Layup good. And timeout. Hesston opening it up now with a 14-point lead. 39-25. Timeout of the floor. 4:10 to go in the third. Back in 60 seconds from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
Locally owned businesses are crucial to our town's success. Hi, this is Jim Richardson, CEO of Prairie Bank of Kansas. When you shop locally, you're reinvesting in our community. When you bank local with us, you're helping us help Central Kansas. We love reinvesting right here in our communities. Stop by and see us at our Stafford, Buhler, Inman, or Hutchinson branches today, or check out PrairieBankKS.com. Member FDIC. Prairie Bank of Kansas. How banking should be.
Welcome to a new era of women's health in Hutchinson. Meet Dr. Doug Moore, Hutchinson's newest OBGYN, committed to delivering personalized and comprehensive care for women at every stage of life. Dr. Moore's mission is to provide each woman with the attention and care that they deserve.
I'm Dr. Moore, OBGYN, and I look forward to building relationships with patients and educating them to be comfortable in the healthcare decisions through every stage of life.
Discover more about Dr. Moore at hutchregional.com or call to schedule your appointment today.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, action across the Ad Astra Sports Network tonight in our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard. Get you some girls finals coming up. You can listen to live streaming on our broadcast booth page at adastraradio.com or download the Ad Astra Radio app. Isaiah Heredia, Buhler down 14 now after they'd gotten within 6. And the ball deflected down low out of bounds off of Hesston. It'll stay with the Crusaders. Hesston girls, of course, won tonight, 49-42. Sacred Heart girls beat Trinity Catholic, 51-36. A couple of finals for you. There's a steal by Hesston. Ball taken away by Gavin Larson.
That kid is a sophomore as well. Man, that was really, really good read on that play defensively for him.
Well, the third quarter was a tough stretch in our girls' game, and it appears to be reproducing itself here.
I think Hesston has a way of just kind of slow drip.
It's Gonzalez. I know in football it feels like the third quarter is always the most important. Is
Yes.
that true in
Yes.
basketball too?
Yeah. I mean, and you mentioned, just this quarter, and Andrew talked about it, that slow drip. They're so patient on offense, and they work and work and work, and you have to expend so much energy defending. They don't take a lot of selfish shots.
No, I would assume that their percentage is one of the highest in the state at any level.
Here's Isaiah. Drive inside, flip to the bucket, miss, but a whistle and a foul call. That'll put Zay at the line for 2.
Do the same, just put the head down and go to the rim there.
Just about got it to go, too.
Foul the third on Gavin Larson. Coverage Jeff, Crusader basketball brought to you by Stallman Ag Risk Management, by Bank of the Plains, by Hospice and Home Care Reno County, and by Hutchinson Regional Medical Center. Heredia makes the first at the line.
Got a Buhler Dental Care scoreboard update. I think you had the halftime score at the end of 3. Sacred Heart, who's the number 2 ranked team in Class 2A, only leading Trinity Catholic by 6 at the end of 3.
And Heredia 1 of 2 at the line. 39-26.
Elyria and Berean Academy are playing tonight, right?
Yes.
They are.
I'd be interested to hear that.
Berean's up by 5 at the end of 3.
Here's Unruh trying to force it inside. It's going to be deflected off a Crusader out of bounds as Luke Holmberg will return for Buhler. And Mitchell McDaniel goes out.
Unruh and Heredia, just a little point here, have played a lot of spring and summer ball together too.
Here's Friesen inside. He's had a great second half. 41-26. Hesston has opened up a 17-point advantage. Buhler struggling to score here. They need to get Jacob Miller going. Jakey's had a tough night. Takes it strong inside, got it! And a foul, the blocking foul inside, I believe, on Unruh.
So Jacob had also played with Ty Unruh a bit, and Ty just got reintroduced to him there.
So much of what they're going to do offensively depends on Jacob Miller being successful on the inside. Nice take there, and rewarded with the three-point play, makes the free throw. 41-29.
Buhler desperately needed that score there.
14-point game, 2 minutes to go. Can they get it to 10 or less going to the fourth? Got to get some stops. Left side 3, and that won't help. Eli Hogg in the game, and he knocks down the 3. First time he touched the ball all night.
Yeah, and that was one of those threes so pure the net barely even waved as it passed. The ball passed through.
Here's a long 2. Julian left side missed. Rebound. Stolen away. Isaiah.
Basket by Isaiah Heredia.
With the interception and the layup for 2 and a timeout. 44-31. Timeout Crusaders. 1:32 to go in the third. We'll step aside and back in 30 seconds from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
Craving a hearty breakfast, a light lunch, or something to grab on the go? The local table in North Newton has you covered. Open Wednesdays through Sundays. Their seasonal menu features select, locally sourced ingredients, offering the best flavors from the community to your plate. And don't miss out on their Sunday specials, crafted with care just for you. Stop by the local table in North Newton today, where fresh food and friendly faces are always on the menu.
95.9 HKFM.
44-31. A great second half, great third quarter here by Reed Friesen. He's got 14 in the game.
And how many in the quarter?
8 of that in the third quarter. 44-31. Isaiah Heredia leads Buhler in scoring with 12. Hesston against Buehler's full court pressure, poked away, loose on the deck. Jacob Miller almost with a steal. And it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Hesston.
Oh, wait. Crusaders trying to scratch and claw to get this thing back to 10 or less.
It's just hard with as good as Hesston is at fundamentals. That's really their thing.
Not many unforced turnovers. You really have to work hard to get a turnover.
Larson's got it far side. Right side, Lumbreras. Down to minute 5 to go in the third quarter.
Do you think Hesston minds not having a shot clock?
Dutchendorf on a 3, and he knocks it down. He's got 2 threes in the third. What a third quarter this has been for Hesston. 47-31.
21-point quarter for the Swathers.
Here comes Isaiah, and a foul inside on the floor. He's charged to Daniel Lumbreras.
I'm guessing they don't get a whole lot of 21-point quarters, Chris.
Yeah.
Averaging 50 points a game.
Yep. And their highest scoring game of the entire season was 64. So, I mean, they've almost put up.
They're hitting them tonight. Heredia at the line makes the first free throw. That is the 5th foul of the quarter on Hesston, so it puts Isaiah at the line.
And they're pretty deep, I feel like, too. They play 9, 10 guys, 11 guys.
Big 12 this weekend. K-State goes to Iowa State. That's a tough task in Ames. KU down in Waco to take on Baylor. Isaiah hits both free throws.
Chris, they call that Farmageddon in basketball too, or no?
Yes.
I don't think Chris likes that term very much.
He loves
it. It's just going to be
47-33.
K-State has a little momentum. We'll see if they can keep it.
One team's going to get plowed in that game. Inside. Wow. Shot missed by Bartell, but a whistle and a foul called for Hesston. Bartell will go to the line. Locally in the KCAC, Sterling College goes to Tabor tomorrow afternoon. Those games over on KNZS 100.3. Liv Owens, a 5th-year senior, Crusader alum for the Tabor women. And Drew Bartell hits the first at the line.
Asher has been battling with Bartell a lot tonight, and he gives up some size there, both in weight and height.
Yeah.
1 of 2 at the line for Bartell, but the rebound goes off Luke Holmberg out of bounds, so it's going to stay with Hesston. 48-33.
But again, both Asher and Bartell they're both sophomores, so we'll probably see a lot more of that in the next few years.
We have homecoming next week.
Yeah, it was originally supposed to be the week of all the snow and storms.
There's Bartell for 3, missed. Rebound to Holmberg. Isaiah on a take to the bucket.
Oh, wow.
And they call him for the charge. There's been a number of those in this game. I assume neither of you are up for homecoming king.
No, sir.
I was.
I mean, now.
Oh, not this year.
Unruh across the timeline. Up to Friesen. He'll try the 3. Well, everything's going in this half. That doesn't. And that'll get us to the end of the third. 20-plus point quarter for Hesston, and they have opened up a 15-point lead. It was just a 6-point lead at halftime. Duplicated from the girls' game. That third quarter goes the way of Hesston. 48-33, final 8 minutes coming up from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Back in 1 minute on HKFM.
Best thing about my job is working with young kids. The relationships that I get to establish and the smiles that we get to create.
I love being a dentist because lots of times people come in, they're nervous, scared, but being able to help them and change their smile, and it's just really rewarding to be able to be a part of that.
We'd love to see you at any of our locations. Big smiles and little places.
McPherson Dental in Buhler, Inman, Hillsborough, McPherson, and Lyons, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
Have you been thinking about remodeling your home? Head to the showroom at Stang Plumbing and Design on Main Street in Hutchinson, where they continue to take the time to build the relationships and trust with their customers, as they've done for over 59 years. At Stang Plumbing and Design, they truly get to know their customers' needs and wants and will provide continual attention to detail and communication throughout the project from start to finish. Stang Plumbing and Design, for us, it's not just a remodel, it's a relationship.
95.9 HKFM.
48-33 here, and Buhler's going to have the ball down by 15 to start the fourth. They've got some work to do. It's Heredia, Asher Zachary, both Jared and Jacob Miller, and Mitchell McDaniel. Here's Jared, cut off. Jared Miller playing with those 3 fouls. Right corner, 3, Heredia missed, rim long. Rebound, Asher Dutchendorf.
I feel like we've had some really good looks, just have not been able to drop many of them.
Hesston won back-to-back championships at the 3A state level. There's a steal. Asher inside, tap the bucket, and a foul, the block. Zachary on the board for the first time and a chance for the three-point play.
Did we already do Happy Egg Company?
We did, but that was a good one. They won 3 in a row before finishing runner-up in sub-state last year. Foul the third on Ty Unruh. And Asher Zachary with a three-point play at the line, his first 3 points of the game. Maybe that's the little spark we need.
That was pretty nice.
Yeah, no, it was
just 4 more stops and 4 more of those, and we're tied.
And there's another steal, and Asher's got the ball again. Ahead to Isaiah, corner to Mitchell, 3 on the way. Oh, that would have been a big one. In and out, no good. Rebound, Hesston.
It's a good look again. I don't mind that at all.
Swathers back up the floor. Dutchendorf down low, Friesenly.
Wow.
He beat Jacob Miller. Spun off the shoulder to the baseline, but he overshot the bunny. Rebound, Crusaders. Here's Isaiah out front to Asher. Now to Jared on a drive off the window and good. And a timeout by Hesston.
All right.
Lead cut to 10, 48-38. This has been telegraphed a lot like the girls' game.
Yes.
Buhler fighting back here in the fourth. 6:38 to play. We're back from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth in 30 seconds on HKFM.
1947. It was the year the McKenzie Paint and Body Shop opened for business. That's over 70 years they've been serving the mid-Kansas area with quality workmanship, excellent refinishing, paint, and restoration. McKenzie Paint and Body Shop specializes in foreign and domestic vehicles. Insurance claims are welcome, and 24-hour towing and recovery service is available. At McKenzie Paint and Body Shop, they take the dents out of accidents. Just over the bridge at 45 Kansas Avenue in South Hutchinson.
95.9 HKFM.
We talked about that three-peat for Hesston. Chiefs trying to three-peat, or as they've patented it now, the Chief-peat.
Yes.
Oh, is that really a thing?
It really is.
Because I think, didn't Pat Riley have the rights to three-peat?
He has several copyrights on three-peat. Is that not the craziest thing?
I know.
Technically, we can't even use that word three-peat.
Pat Riley's going to come for us, but Jimmy Butler's going to help us in that fight.
Yeah.
Lace him up.
Super Bowl 59 next Sunday. We'll have live coverage, by the way, on Astra Radio.
Yep, be able to hear that on Mix 96.7.
And there's a ball deflected out of bounds.
I don't think it was.
Buhler.
I'm pretty sure Larson hung his head like he knew he turned it over.
Yeah, they say
and then we got a gift.
Touched it. Hesston to inbound in front of their own bench, up by 10, 48-38, 6:26 to play. Here's Friesen inside, off the window and good. He has really been special.
Continues to just fill up that stat sheet.
Their post moves for all their big dudes are just so solid. Patient and solid.
50-38. Here's Jacob on a drive. Gets past 3 defenders. Shot in and out, no good.
Just got blocked by a bigger guy.
I think Reed Friesen got him from behind.
Here comes Friesen the other way. Cut off in the lane. Kick out. This is Larson for 3 in and out, no good. Put back missed by Lumbreras, but a foul. He'll have 2 at the line.
So far this evening, Hesston has had 7 players get in the scorebook. Lumbreras trying to be the 8th.
Just their 4th offensive rebound, if I have that right in the game, though. That kind of surprises me.
Here's a cool stat for you for I think the 3rd year in a row, guys, talking about the NFL. I think for the 3rd year in a row, both teams with a former Big 12 quarterback.
Cool. That is a pretty cool stat.
Lumbreras missed the first.
Yeah, the Big 12 has cranked out quite a few marquee quarterbacks.
Missed them both. Well, the one that nobody expected was
Brock Purdy.
I was going to say Patrick Mahomes. I don't really think that anybody thought that Patrick Mahomes coming out of college was going to do what he's done.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be good, but this good is impressive.
Peter tried for a steal in the inbound, and they might no foul. Out of bounds off the Crusaders.
I will predict this. I think it's going to be a 3-point game no matter what.
Really?
The Eagles and Chiefs. It just feels like it's going to end that way again.
Hesston to inbound here, up 50-38. Friesen again. Such soft touch. He's got 18.
What do you do against that when you're so oversized? Try to keep him out with your legs and not get that good a position, I guess.
52-38. He hasn't been to the free throw line tonight. Here's McDaniel out high. Mitchell on a drive. Got
Basketball, Mitchell McDaniel.
As much as I thought they would.
52-40. And a whistle. And a offensive foul on Hesston.
Get Unruh again. That's got to be number 4 on him.
I don't know that I've ever, man, certainly very rarely you see this many offensive fouls in a game. There's been a number of them.
Between the girls and the guys, we've seen some.
That's a 4 on Unruh.
Every crew has things they look for, and
4 charges taken in the first half.
Here's Isaiah, far side McDaniel, 52-40, 4:55 left. Back to Heredia, right side circle. Isaiah with a left-handed dribble. Takes it up that left lane line. Inside, swatted away. Rebound, Mitchell. Mitchell has it rejected into backcourt by Friesen. Then Asher comes up with it, and he's fouled by Gonzalez.
So that was a huge effort to get the rebound by Mitchell, though. But
that was as emphatic of a denial as you'll see.
Friesen decided to not let Mitchell get excited about that rebound very much.
I mean, it looked like a volleyball spike.
Wow. Peter to play it in at the timeline. Here's Asher out top.
I'm just happy that ball didn't hit Mitchell, because that would have been painful.
Get Spalding on your forehead. It's not Spalding anymore, though. What is it?
Daniel, far side. Jacob Miller inside, in and out, no good. Rebound, Gonzalez of Hesston. Authors with a double-digit lead. Back inside to Friesen. Why wouldn't you? Lost it, got it back, put it up, missed. Gets his own rebound, and the putback is good. He's got 20.
He just continues to be relentless.
54-40. 3:57 left. Coverage of Crusader basketball brought to you by Lyman Family Dental, by Stain Plumbing and Design, McKinsey Paint and Body, and by People's Bank and Trust. Jacob Miller out high with it, right side, Mitchell McDaniel. McDaniel through traffic to the window, right side missed. Rebound Hesston. 60s this weekend. We're going to be running around in t-shirts and flip-flops.
Grilling. Let's fire those puppies up.
Friesen kicks far side, Humphreys. All knocked away, saved by Hesston.
Just call it Cancun for the weekend.
Well, you know, they had snow in Florida a week or so ago. Weird things. Ball deflected off Jared Miller, out of bounds. It will stay with Hesston. McCade Zachary's going to return here for Buhler. Kason Landis back in for Hesston. You know, somebody planned a big vacation to the beach, and they got there, and there's snow. Here's Friesen. Spin move inside, missed. Got the rebound. Well, he has been special.
3.
He was in that lane a long time, though, and whistled for the violation.
We'll have to ask Annette Epp Insurance, if one of our sponsors, if she sells any kind of vacation insurance if there's unexpected weather.
He's been really good with his back to the basket, spinning over either shoulder.
He's good at everything he does. I feel like is just solid, fundamental, and patient.
Here's Isaiah out front, right side to Jared Miller. El Dorado on Tuesday in Jim Baker. Pass to Asher, poked away, out of bounds by Jerry Comforts.
Well, the good news about El Dorado,
they're
not ranked
no.
on the boys or the girls side.
Are we allowed to play people that aren't ranked?
Yes, yes we are.
Awesome.
Buhler and El Dorado, of course. They've been together for a long time. Of course, 2 charter members
Of the AVL?
Of the Ark Valley, aren't they?
Yep.
We played them all 4 years when I was playing too.
Inside, ball knocked out of bounds. Buhler will keep it on the baseline. Want to save them. Buhler, El Dorado, Mulvane. There's a steal, layup on the other end, missed. Rebound to Hesston. Shot blocked by Jacob Miller. Here comes McCade Zachary ahead to Jared Miller. Up the floor, right side. Trying to work around his defender. Heredia top of the circle. And spin it off into the lane. And pass a little wide to McCade on the far side, out of bounds in front of the Buhler bench. I grew up in the Chisholm Trail League, so.
Yeah. Back when
we used to joke that we were Division I athletes because when we were kids, we were Division I in the CTO.
Yeah.
That was an old Buhler joke. You'd be at college someplace, be like, yeah, we played D1.
There's Bartel. Spin move inside.
Wow.
Count the bucket and a foul. The big guys have been good tonight.
What's interesting, that's Bartel's first and one of the evening.
We haven't had a lot of free throws in this game. Second on Jakey. We'll put Bartel at the line.
Slow drip. It's not like, a game against McPherson. I kind of compared him to McPherson earlier. It's really not.
Oh, McPherson is just end-to-end 90 miles an hour.
Yeah, they get out and go. Both teams have pretty good fundamentals. It's
Missed the free throw, but they're going to call a foul on Buhler in the rebound. And so Heston's going to keep it on their end of the floor.
They're going to hit Mitchell, or excuse me.
It's 4 on Jared Miller. 56-40. Timeout Crusaders. 1:33 left here from Hesston on this final Friday of January. We'll step aside and come back in 30 seconds from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth on HKFM.
Guys, how's practice? us going.
Papa, I can't hit the ball over the fence yet.
Well, Easton, that fence is 300 feet away, and you're only 4 years old.
Papa, how long before we can hit the ball over the fence?
Boys, it's not always about home runs. It's about teamwork and always getting better. Ray Riffing's been around for 83 years, and we still believe in teamwork and working hard.
So, Papa, it's going to take 83 more years until we're good?
No, Brogan. You'll be good long before that. Just keep working hard. Most of all, have fun.
Let's go hit some baseballs and get some ice cream.
Okay, boys, let's go.
Riff the right way, the Ray way.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, I saw this week, gentlemen, if you wanted to go to the Super Bowl, ticket only costs you like $4,000. That's it.
I thought Ad Astra was going to sponsor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chris, you got those in your pocket, don't you?
Yeah. We'll trade some.
All right.
Sure, it's just like getting a ticket to the cotillion.
56-40. Hesston ball. I just bet you that the security in New Orleans next week is crazy.
Oh, yeah, especially with what happened with the Sugar Bowl, or right before it.
Hesston ball, minute 10 to play. Here's Blake Hansen.
Aaron, don't you know Taylor Swift, though? Couldn't you get us tickets that way? You play her songs a lot.
Oh, yeah, me and Swifty are tight. Hansen, right side circle. Landis. Back to Hansen.
We're going to run the last 2 minutes off the clock on one possession, basically.
Hesston's going to improve to 10-1. Buhler will fall to 4-8. Hesston Hallstead here at Hesston next Tuesday. Buhler home against El Dorado.
We're going to foul just to get subs in here, not to try to send the game.
Foul with 25.8 left. Reuben Harder missed the SIT. He was sick last week. Reuben's going to come in along with Carter Jones, along with Luke Holmberg, and both Nick and Zach Chance are going to check in.
So it didn't surprise me that Reuben didn't come in earlier. This flu has been really tough to come back from. Really, really tough.
He's sporting a new do, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was missed the whole tournament, sick last week.
And then we found out Sunday morning his dad wasn't going to be preaching, so at church.
Well, the family that cares together, shares together.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, that's going to do it. Hesston's going to win it, 56-40. Buhler managed just 7 points in that fourth quarter. Hesston scores 30 in the second half, and that ties their season high, 56 this year. Swathers 10-1, Crusaders 4-8. And this is always a fun place to come. It's a fun gym. It's a great atmosphere. But I don't think Crusader fans will cry too much if they don't see Hesston on their schedule next year.
Yeah, it is always just an incredibly difficult place to win, and
it's
great
tough.
atmosphere, though. They pack the house here in Hesston every night.
They do. 56-50 is the final. Stay tuned. Our Rise Up Reno postgame is next on HKFM.
Stay tuned for the Rise Up Reno postgame show. Rise Up Reno, streaming online at adastraradio.com and on the Ad Astra Radio app. 95.9 HKFM. The Buhler Crusaders play here.
Hey Hutchinson, it's Don Glaspie, and I'm back in town as new general manager at Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. For over 28 years, I've been your friend in the car business, and as a proud veteran, I'm dedicated to building family and community right here with you. Whether you're looking for a new ride or just want to stop by and say hello, we've got something for everyone. Great deals, friendly faces, and a place where you're always welcome. So come by, and like Mr. Samuels always says,
come by, let's be friends.
Have a smile you want. Come and see us today. Dr. J. Stuckey. Hutchison Family Dental.
Hi, I'm Dr. J. Come see me today at Hutchinson Family Dental.
You already know H&R Block does taxes, but you may not know you can get expert help in person or virtually, or that our tax pros average 10 years of experience, and your biggest possible refund is always guaranteed. H&R Block in Hutchinson, Ellsworth, and Lyons.
1 in 8 children live in households with at least one parent who has a substance use disorder. 1 in 10 children live in a household with at least one parent who has an alcohol use disorder. Rise Up Reno Prevention Network has programs in place to help kids build resilience. You can help too. Become a mentor in our Reno County schools, join our Rise Up Reno Coalition, or become a volunteer. Our kids are the most valuable asset we have. You can make a difference. Visit riseupreno.org to find out more. Rise Up Reno.
Got a tough to-do list? Tackle it with an even tougher Can-Am Defender. Agri Center has just the one for you. This capable and clever side-by-side for work gets the job done. With a class-leading 69 foot-pounds of torque and up to 2,500 pounds towing capacity. Come see us in Hutchinson and Salina to learn more about the 2025 Can-Am Defender HD10. No matter the task, no matter the terrain, you can rely on the Can-Am Defender. So head on down to Agri Center, just named 2023 National Dealer of the Year in Hutchinson and Salina.
95.9 HKFM.
Well, welcome back on our Rise Up Reno post-game. Crusader basketball brought to you by Agri Center, by First Bank Kansas, by Erickson Custom Building, and by Red Rock Auto Center. This was a tight back-and-forth game early, just a one-point game at the end of 110-9. Buhler had the lead by 3 early in the second, 14-11. And a 6-point game at halftime in favor of Hesston, 26-20. But Swathers outscored Buhler 22-13 in the third quarter, and just never able to recover from that. They're outscored by 10, 30-20 in the second half. And just like our girls game earlier tonight, Christopher, that third quarter was the tough spot for the Crusaders.
Yeah, they got that separation in the third quarter, and it was just enough of a deficit that even with a furious rally in the girls game in the fourth, just too much separation for them to overcome. And for the boys, they were just kind of able to keep us at arm's length after they really broke things open in that third.
Special night for Reed Friesen. He had 20 in the game, and boy, really dominated, especially in that second half. Just dominated the interior.
Yeah, I mean, I think he maybe had, 4 or 6 points at the half, and then just really kind of went on a tear in that second half. And it wasn't for a lack of Buhler defending him. It was just a matter of they made a concerted effort to get him the ball inside. And like Andrew kept talking about, he has great post moves, soft hands, and you know, there's a reason why this team is ranked and only has 1 loss in the season. They've got some pieces.
Yeah, absolutely. Good bigs inside. Buhler battled, but it really kind of stood out to me is the difference in the game. Just a tough night for us inside. We gave up just so much, not just size, but the length. And got Asher doing everything he can at 6'3", but a smaller sophomore, and going up against Bartel and Friesen, it's just a tough ask.
Yes, two big fellas that were athletic big fellas, because sometimes you talk about there's a guy that might have some height, but they don't move very well, or they don't have very good hands, or they're just kind of a bit lazy or lethargic. Both those guys, good players, and I really do think Hesston, I know they're not ranked. I think they're a 3A state tournament team, and have a very good shot at playing in the sports arena come March.
Yeah, a lot of it's going to be where they, how those sub-states stack out. And talked about earlier, they've broken the state up into regions this year in the smaller classes, but those regions will be broken up into 2 sub-states each. And so a lot of years, Haven's another really good team out of the CKL. Collegiate out of Division 4. The AVCTL's another really good 3A team. And so a lot of years, all those teams will kind of get sandwiched into the same sub-state. But hopefully that doesn't happen this year, and we'll get some of those teams, multiple teams to state instead of beating each other in sub-state.
Yeah, because you just look at 3A boys, for example. You mentioned Collegiate, Haven, Cheney's 5th in the state, Hesston 6th. So there's 4 teams that some years in the past might have been crammed into 1 sub-state.
Yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen this year. And well, Coach Roth has got a chance to get him back there.
And again, one of those moments that makes you feel old. I was doing the math. Coach Roth, I believe, graduated from Hesston in 16. So
it's not that long ago.
And I remember broadcasting his games. I mean, it's funny how you do this long enough, you can sound like an old timer. But
it was somewhere in there that Hesston had. They won both girls and boys state titles.
Yes.
What year would that have been?
Oh shoot!
Hesston beat Lions in the girls championship. Yeah, I don't know. I'm bad with math. So
2014.
So 2014.
2014.
Coach Richardson had both of his daughters on that team.
Well, and something that really stands out, and you guys have been in a lot of high schools across the state of Kansas. There's some that have 1 or 2 state championship banners hanging prominently. Hesston has so many. It's like Buhler, where there's just oodles of state championships on the walls.
Hey, in my high school in basketball, there are none.
Yeah, I believe that.
Well, before we go to break, we'll get thoughts from Coach. Coach, you haven't seen me in a week. I know you missed me.
Oh, yeah.
I thought both teams kind of got off to a slow start in that first quarter, but that was a fun once we got going, just trading back and forth in the first half. Unfortunately, the third quarter was a tough one for you.
Yeah, and we know that we've had tough third quarters out of the break. We talked about it, and I didn't feel like we backed down our intensity. There's been some games where our third quarters, we've just done silly things, turned the ball over. I thought tonight, they were getting the ball down low. We still scrapped, we still competed. I didn't think it was a lack of effort. Just couldn't find the bottom of the hole on the offensive side. And like I said, 14 had a bunch of shots where I thought we had great defense. It just helps to be tall, athletic, and he hit some good shots. So you have to tip your cap at some point.
Yeah, I feel like most nights you guys do a really good job defensively, competing bigger than you are. But man, Friesen just put on a clinic there in that second half.
Yeah, he's a good player. We knew that coming in, obviously. Talked about, we could live with him. We could live with him taking outside shots, and he settled for a couple, and I think he realized that his game was going to be down low tonight. It's tough because they had 50 as well, who was a big old guy. So we thought that we played all right down low, but again, we don't have that length to cover him. So
yeah, you have to kind of battle through some foul trouble with your guards, and still hung in there tough. Been almost a month, well, about 3 weeks since we've been home, so it'll be good to get home next week, and I think see if we can get this ship pointed in the winning direction with some momentum.
Yep.
Put some. Be nice to. I know your guys to string some wins together. So.
Yeah, have a great opportunity on Tuesday. Have El Dorado coming to our place, and then that's the only one we're going to focus on right now. So
yeah, chip them away one at a time.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
Yep.
Keep fighting and keep getting better, Coach.
Yep, I agree.
Well, enjoy the weekend, and be good to be home on Tuesday.
Yep. We'll see you there. Thank you.
All right, that's Coach Eric Tate with his thoughts. We'll come back, final stats, and wrap it up right after this on HKFM.
The Rise Up Reno postgame show. Rise Up Reno Prevention Network, promoting healthy youth behaviors and strengthening families. The Buhler Crusaders play on 95.9 HKFM.
At Midway Motors, we are here for you for every mile of life. Whether you're shopping for a new or used vehicle or selling one, Midway Motors will buy your vehicle even if you're not in the market to buy one of ours. Just stop by one of our 5 locations and one of our appraisers will evaluate your vehicle and you can leave with a check the same day. It's fast and easy. Visit MidwayMotors.com for more information. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
Whether you want a small home remodel or need repairs done or have a brand new build project in mind, Erickson Custom Building is your choice. All of us at Erickson Custom Building would like to thank our customers for 20 years of business and friendship. Brian and the crew at Erickson have spent those years developing excellent customer service and quality leadership for all types of projects, big or small, traditional or trendy. When your project is finished, it will reflect your vision for quality and follow-through that exceeds your expectations, not your budget. Call Erickson Custom Building or find us on the web at ericksoncustombldg.com.
First National Bank is always open. We've made it easier than ever to conduct your banking from your smartphone, tablet, or laptop. Download our app and log right in, or head to our website at fnbhutch.bank. Apply for a loan or open an account over your lunch break or from the comfort of home. Electronic banking everywhere you are. Get started at fnbhutch.bank. First National Bank of Hutchinson, always first for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Red Rock Auto Center in South Hutchinson. Family-owned, community-focused, and here when you need us. As a full-service repair shop, we can help with heating and AC, engine and transmission diagnostics, charging and starting systems, tire repair, and everything else bumper to bumper, plus full-service lanes for fuel. We also have propane and kerosene. For all of your service needs, you can find Red Rock Auto Center at 200 North Main in South Hutchinson. Visit us at redrockautocenter.com. We're here when you need us.
95.9 HKFM.
Back here to wrap it up on the Rise of Reno postgame. This has nothing to do with basketball. I joked earlier that it cost you about $4,000 for the Super Bowl ticket. Chris, you could take the entire Ad Astra staff, a 45-person suite, for $1.3 million.
Oh.
What if we just do the game? Could we get a little discount on that?
I don't.
$1.3 million.
I think we might have trouble securing the credentials.
What, do they have anybody else doing it? Or there's more people in line than us covering that? Darn.
Yes.
Well, coverage of Crusader basketball tonight brought to you by Pleasant Hills, by Midway Motors, by Sunflower Electric Supply, and by H&R Block. Christopher, before Andrew gets to his stats, your thoughts on player of the game?
Man, you know,
it's one of those nights where nobody really stood out to me. So
you know, Jared Miller. I guess I kind of, Isaiah was consistent, had a good night. Jared Miller. I mean, he started tonight, hasn't started a ton. Had a decent night. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of one of those nights that, stat sheet wise, nobody jumps really off the table.
Well, we did this in the girls' game. We gave Zay our play of the game earlier, so we can give Jared player of the game. I'm fine with that.
I am too.
Just one of those nights. Jared Miller, our WIFCO Steel Products player of the game, online at WIFCOSP.com. All right, tonight's final fill-up brought to you by Dick's Phillips 66, 4th and Stevens in Hutch. Andrew, let's talk about some final stats.
Okay, I'm going to get this one out of the way first. The stat that surprised me for Hesston, that was the only thing that stood out in a negative way for me, was they were 3 for 9 from the free throw line. I did not expect that.
Okay.
But they won 56-40 with that slow drip. Buhler shot 14 for 37 from the field, which is 38%. And Hesston out-rebounded the Crusaders 25-15. Turnovers pretty low, pretty clean game in that sense. Buhler 12, Hesston 10. From the line, Buhler was 9 for 14 for 64%. I had mentioned Hesston 3 for 9, that's 33%. Three-pointers, though, Buhler just 3 for 14, that's 21%. Hesston 5 for 13. They didn't take a lot, but they did when they had good looks. They shot 38% out there. Offensive rebounds, not crazy. They did finish with 8, Hesston did, after just having 2 at halftime. Buhler had 5 offensive boards. One other side note, that official that got hurt in the first half, he did finish the game and looked like he was feeling pretty good towards the end, so we want to be thankful for that as well. Isaiah Heredia led the way for the Crusaders in scoring on 5 for 11 shooting, 14 points, no rebounds for Isaiah, but he had 1 assist and 1 steal. Jared Miller, 9 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists, 1 steal. He got player of the game. Jacob Miller, 7 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, and 3 blocks for Jacob. Mitchell McDaniel, 6 points and 1 rebound. Asher Zachary, 3 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, and 1 charge taken. So Asher, again, is this his first start of the year as well?
I believe so.
Asher all over the stat sheet there.
Attaboy.
Let me read that again. 3 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 charge taken. There you go, Asher. Julian Morrison, quiet night, 1 point, 1 rebound, 1 assist. And then Luke Holmberg, no points, but 3 rebounds. And McCade Zachary, no points. 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 1 charge taken. Also in the game, Zach Chance, Nick Chance, Reuben Harder, Carter Jones there at the end. But Hesston wins this one 56-40.
Reed Friesen led all scores for Hesston with 20. Asher Dutchendorf also in double figures with 10. Hesston girls won 2 tonight, 49-42. They hung on in the fourth. Abby Proctor had 19. Kendall Brugan, 16 for Hesston. Natalia Kreifels finished with 20. She now has 86 points in her last 4 games.
Where do we see she was at in terms of getting to 1,000?
Yeah, she's not going to make it to 1,000. Should next week pass 700. So.
Ooh, yeah, that would be pretty impressive if she got to 1,000.
Probably not going to make it to 1,000, but she could get to 800. So.
I don't know if she scores 20 a game from here on out. Could she do it?
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. 14 for Gracie Ord in the loss. Beater's next game's home on Tuesday against the El Dorado Wildcats. Gentlemen, thanks so much as always. Enjoy your weekend.
Going to be beautiful.
I'm sleeping in tomorrow.
No, you're not.
Yes, actually.
Something's going to happen. You're going to wake up.
You bite your tongue, Mr. Allen. We'll see you on Tuesday in the field house for Chris Shank, Andrew Aaron West, and our entire crew. Have a pleasant good evening. You've been listening to Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine in Hutchinson, Kansas. We take pride in supporting our community and our student athletes. Hi, I'm the General Manager, Don Glaspie. We want to wish our area teams a fun and memorable season. A great person once said, victory is in the quality of competition and not the final score. Visit online AllenSamuelsHutch.com and follow us on